Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Final Siren podcast. I'm Noah, and today we're very happy to have Lachlan back in the commentary, and Davos is here as well. Sadly for us, couldn't make it today. Obviously, like we say pretty much every podcast, other commitments, they sometimes do come first. Obviously, the podcast has to be put behind family and friends and such. But, boys, Strikers versus Thunder tonight. The rematch after the Strikers bowled the Thunder out for 15 in the last game they both played against each other. It wasn't too far long ago. Boys, what did you make of that performance? Obviously, I'll give Lachlan the first chance here to say something.
Looking from the Thunder's perspective, it's a game where you just have to look at and move on. You can take whatever you want out of that game, but you can't really, it's a long season ahead. They can't really just focus on one game. It's something in cricket that will never happen again. I mean, it's probably once in a lifetime that you're going to see that, a team bowled out for 15. But yeah, the batting was pretty ordinary, but if you look at the Strikers bowling in that game, they just put it in the right spot every time. So that's all my thoughts on the game, and hopefully tonight it will be a much closer game. They can bounce back.
Yep, definitely. Davos, we talked about it only yesterday night, but I'd like to hear thoughts again on the previous game, Strikers versus Thunder.
Yeah, it was just horrible, to be honest, to watch. The Thunder just played some pretty awful shots, and the Strikers didn't even put up a good score, to be honest. And I reckon Thunder got in their heads that they would chase it down easily, and it paid the price. I mean, it's very rarely you get bowled out for 15, but that was just horrible. But Thunder just have to move on, because if they just keep dwelling on it, it's just going to keep affecting them. So, yeah.
Exactly. I believe it was the lowest T20 score by a senior team ever in a T20 game. So, I mean, it's not something to be proud of, but I mean, like Lachlan said, and like you said, they just have to move on to the next game, which, honestly, this could be a good game tonight if both teams come out firing. The Adelaide Strikers are currently on top of the ladder with that very positive net run rate of plus 4.38. And the Thunder are currently sitting nicely, or not so nicely in their opinions, in sixth position. They've played the most games out of any team so far to start this competition. They've played 3. They've won 1 game and lost 2, which you could even argue the first game they won against the Stars, they probably shouldn't have. It was a very lucky win at the end of that one. But boys, we'll quickly talk about tips and predictions. I'm not sure if we've got news of the bat flip yet. Do either of you know?
Yeah, Thunder are batting first.
Okay. Did they win the toss? Do you know?
Won the toss and chose to bat.
I think that's a good decision after
That's a very good decision.
What happened last time. But yeah, boys, let's hear your tips and predictions. We'll start with Lockie on this one.
For me, being the home team, I think they're in firing form. You got to go the Strikers. I mean, being at the Adelaide Oval helps them a lot, but then you got to look at their team. You got to look at the form of Matt Short. He's been unreal. Chris Lynn's firing. And then you got to look at the young gun, Henry Thornton. He's taken wickets in every game. He's a young gun for a reason. Peter Siddle didn't even bowl in the last game. That's how good Wes Agar and him bowled. Rashid Khan's there again, but then you got to look at the Thunder as well. They've got Alex Hales in there, Riley Rousseau, who got a 50 last game. Ollie Davies is a young gun. Daniel Sams is always up there. And then you got the likes of Chris Green, Gurinder Sandhu, with Chris Green being captain tonight due to Sanger being injured last game against the Renegades.
Yeah, definitely. Davos, what's your tips and predictions for this game?
I've got the Strikers winning by 6 wickets. I think they'll do this not comfortably, but I reckon they'll easily win here. I've got Jose. Actually, no, not Jose. I've got Weatherall getting back into form. I've got him making 50 plus. I've got Rashid Khan taking 3 wickets, and top scorer for Thunder, I've got Jason Sanger to make in the 40s. But I think the Strikers will win this.
Yeah, definitely. Jason Sanger to make in the 40s, coming off the injury. Currently, he's out of the team.
Oh, what is he?
Yeah, he's out, mate. He's injured.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay, then I'll change. Then I'll go Alex Hales to make 30.
Well said. For me, I think it's pretty simple. Strikers are going to win this one. I think I could see them. They are chasing, so I think they may win. I reckon maybe by four or five wickets. I think, like Davis was saying, it should be an easy win for them, especially at home. But I mean, cricket's a funny game. Top run scorer for tonight, I'm going to go Chris Lynn. I mean, and that's not being biased, definitely. And for Sydney Thunder, the top run scorer for them, I think tonight. I don't know why. I'm getting a feeling about Davies. I have a feeling he'll stand up a bit tonight. And the best bowler, I'm going to go Peter Siddle. He didn't bowl last game, but I have a feeling he'll go well this game. So the first ball is not yet going to be bowled. It's not until 6:15. We started a bit earlier to have a bit of a chat before the game. So, yeah. Is there anything you boys would like to add to this conversation?
Who's like the key player for each team for their side to get across the line?
That's a very good question. I might as well start here, boys. For me, I think the key player for Thunder, I reckon if Alex Hales is firing, they're a really big chance in this. And for strikers, I'm going to go Henry Thornton. He's played very well. What about you, either of you boys?
What's this for? Most wickets?
No. Who's your key player for each team for them to win?
Strikers tonight, I think Matt Short and Alex Hales would be my key ones. We haven't seen Hales fire yet. And Matt Short, we know the class that bloke's in. I reckon he's in for another big night as I am 18 years old, okay? So it is legal. But I have just thrown a multi on for the game.
Let's hear it, Lachlan.
$270 payout. I've got $10 on. I've got strikers head-to-head. Wally Rousseau, Ollie Davies, Matt Short, Jake Weather all for 10 runs. Chris Lynn, Matt Short, and Alex Hales to score 20 or more.
Pretty good stats there.
We'll see how we go.
The first legal same-game multi on the Final Siren podcast. I'm just going to leave that to you. I'm not going to bother saying anything about the multis until footy comes back. Honestly, I'm only new to T20 cricket. I've only started watching the BBL for the past 2 years, so I'm not. I mean, if you're betting on anyone to make over 20 runs tonight, I reckon Chris Lynn's probably the safest bet. He's I believe he's at the moment top 5 run scorers in the BBL at the moment. I believe he's third or fourth. I could be wrong.
Yeah, he'd be around that.
And he's been going pretty well. I'll quickly check the stats now. Chris Lynn's currently 5th position for most runs in the tournament so far with 77. Obviously, we discussed Nick Madison
and Clark.
Yeah, and Clark was up there as well. Great to see. I'm not too sure. I feel like the averages are a bit messed up here. Madison's got a average of 63, which makes sense from his 2 matches, 126 runs. Joe Clark's played 2 matches and somehow has the average of 112, even though I'm not too sure.
I mean, he made 100. He made 11, I think. So maybe that's...
Yeah, he made 101 and 11, which means his average should be way less.
The averages will be a little bit messed up still just due to being so early in the season. It'll level out to about like half that.
But Matt Short, another person who's playing tonight, who's in the top 3 run scorers, it should be a very good game because, I mean, wickets taken. Of the players playing tonight, Henry Thornton, Daniel Sams, Sandhu, and Faruqi are all in the top 5 for most wickets so far in the tournament.
How many's Thornton got in total?
9.
He's got 9 from his 2 games.
But then with the Thunder though, they have played the most games. So
yeah, and the Thunder have played the most games. We were discussing this yesterday night. Daniel Sams is in second with 7 wickets from his 3 games. Thornton is at first with 9 wickets from his 2 games. So
I can't believe he took 5 for 3 last game.
Who do you reckon gets out first? Hales or Gilks? I mean,
well, they're both my multis, so I'm hoping neither. But
yeah, I think Gilks will get out. I reckon. I think Hales will have a big game.
Gilks can make 10, and then he can get out.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a feeling it's going to be one of those nights for
You lads excited
to
for
make
tomorrow?
9.
You lads
Oh,
Harry
excited
Rector.
for tomorrow night?
You
Harry Rector has said the Thunder to win. I feel they'll be up for revenge.
Revenge.
I think you're the
Revenge
only
is on the
person
cards,
who's
possibly.
Oh, and Nick Sam Faraz it says where's Faraz crying from the Sixers or you good? No, he's good. He's just with his
He's good.
he's just with a few mates tonight, so that he had something important pop up last minute, so he couldn't join us.
He decided to ditch us. It's all good. But yeah. Thunder to make more than 15. I hope so, Nick Sam.
First,
We're in for a good game. So if they make anything less than 50, we're in for a very quick game.
Do you lads want to do it? For example, Noah, you get the first two, Lockie, you get the next two, I get the next two after that. Or do you want to go for example, Noah gets one over, Lockie?
You can do that change up if you want.
I think honestly, if we can go over for over, I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, I think okay.
Yeah.
I don't really want to take the first over, so.
I reckon we give Lockie first over. He wasn't here.
Do you want to go
last
second,
night.
or do you want to go third? I honestly don't care.
I'll let you take the second over as you haven't been on the commentary yet. So
Yeah,
So I've got the privilege of the first over, eh?
definitely.
So countdown begins. Matt Short will be opening the bowling, as he normally does, to Alex Hales. Short boundary leg side to Hales. But I mean, the short boundaries are everywhere at the Adelaide Oval. So Matt Short with his off spinners. He got a wicket first over last game to Hales' first ball, defended off the back foot for no run. I think the Thunder, to be honest, I think they just got to go for it tonight. I think they've just got to put the fears behind them and just play relentless cricket.
I definitely agree.
So ball number 2 to Hales, leg side, hit on the pads, but it's not out. I think that's down leg. I don't think they'll review
that's
that.
down leg. Yeah, definitely.
For me, I was thinking about that one.
No, that was definitely spinning.
Is there a replay here? Yeah.
No, it's going down.
I mean, it's not that far. Oh, Hales. He's had one block and 2 close ones. As there's a little bit of drift happening there, which you can imagine with the new ball.
Best BBL game so far. You got to go Stars versus Thunder there quickly.
Short again for his
Renegades versus Hurricanes was a very good one as well.
Flipped off the pads for the first runs of the evening. Hales is off the mark for a single.
And yes, we have done a commentary video before. I haven't done it because I was on personal leave, but these lads have definitely done it before. So this is my first one. So
yeah, we've done a few. It's been me and Lockie. Then it was me and Faraz for 2 different Australia games. This is our first BBL commentary though. So hopefully you enjoy this one.
So Jilks struggled this season. Hasn't really had a great game yet. Hopefully tonight he can. As Short bowls to him. Clipped off the leg side for a single again. So a slow start. Short's putting it on the money. Only 2 runs off it with the ball to come. I think they'll just need that. The best thing about the Thunder they need to do tonight is get ins and outs, which is get into the over good and out of the over safely as well. So no risky shots here. Just get into the next over. If the ball's there, then play it.
I'm looking at reviewing that, honestly.
That's not a good shot at all. I mean, you don't hack across the line when it's...
No.
So
end of the first over.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
End of the first over, none for 2. Brilliant over by Matt Short. A bit risky from Alex Hales. Jilks clipped off the pad nicely, but we'll give it over to whoever wants to take the second over.
Yeah, this over's me now. So
it'll be Davos. But I just want to quickly ask, boys, what's your thoughts on the DRS being added into the Big Bash League?
It had to be done. It had to be done.
Yeah. I think it's brilliant, even though it's not top quality like Fox Cricket or anything is, but it doesn't need to be. All you need is ball tracking, Snicko, and bloody hotspot. And they could have done that a couple of years ago, but
we get a nice look at that.
It's in now, so that's the main thing.
Yeah, that one was moving a bit too much. But...
All right, we got Henry Thornton coming into the attack. 9 wickets in 2 games. All right, Thornton to Gilks. Just a block there for 1, and Howes is on strike now.
I think the thing about Henry Thornton is just he tries to bowl quick, and he puts it on the stumps. You can only get wickets if you put it on the stumps. A bounce is not going to get you a wicket.
Hmm. Question in the chat: who's one BBL team that you hate? There's only two that I hate. I hate the Gades and I hate the Scorchers.
There's only 8 teams total, so
Yeah.
that is a fourth of the teams.
Thornton to Hales. Hales pulls off his back foot into the gap for 4 runs. So Hales with the first boundary of the night.
I think Hales is due for a big score. He hasn't fired yet.
That was a bit of a nothing delivery, just a bit short there. Easy back foot shot for Hales.
So, like Lachlan said before, you're not going to get wickets bowling too short. That to be fair, that wasn't too short a delivery though.
Thornton to Hales again. Hales advances, misses straight to the keeper. The thing about DRS is that even short was given out for 1, but he reviews it and it's missing the wickets for 6s.
Yeah, first game. That's what I loved about the addition of DRS. That first game, Short went on to make 83 or something. Was it that game?
Yeah.
If he didn't review that, who knows? It would have been a completely different.
Thornton
game.
again to Hales. Hales
Shot.
in the boundary.
again.
So Hales is looking to put the foot down and go hard at Thornton here, which is, I think, a very smart move.
Thornton's already leaked triple the runs he leaked in the last game.
I think that's a plan of attack though for the Thunder. I think they just need to be aggressive. They can't let these bowlers settle in, and that run rate needs to increase. But brilliant
The thing
shot.
is as well, like Thornton's only young, so if you put him off his game, he's going to struggle under pressure. He's not like Peter Siddle or someone like that where they're old enough and got to calm head.
Thornton to Hales again. Hales backs away for no run, and that's the end of the second. No, that's not the end of the second over. That is 1 ball left with Thunder 0 for 11 off with 1 ball to go. Who did you have for the spoon? I had the Heat. Yeah, I had the Renegades for the spoon, but they're making me look silly now with that. Thornton to Hales again. Inside edge, squirted out to square leg for just the 1 run, and that is 2 overs in, and Thunder are 0 for 12. I'll hand that over to Noah now.
Yeah, that was a good over. They needed that. Obviously, the bowling, there wasn't really too much wrong with it. I mean, he looked a bit off his game, Thornton, there, but I mean, that's just cricket. I hope he comes back to next over and has a really good over. Starts getting into his game. He's a beautiful bowler to watch when so. As we're looking at highlights here of England versus India, not too sure what's happening here.
Sixes.
Hales went ballistic.
Yes, sorry. Showing the highlights of Hales in that brilliant game.
Sixers could win the spoon, not gonna lie. Look, they haven't looked great, but they have played 2 good teams, and it's still early on in the tournament, so there's still plenty of time for them to catch up.
Yeah, definitely. As Hales is on strike now, he's 10 from 10 so far. Wes Agar seaming in. As that's played, not too bad, but goes straight to short. Boys, Wes Agar and Thornton were both very good last game. Not last game, but last game against the Thunder, I should mean. Both, obviously, I mean, which bowler wasn't good who ended up bowling in the end there? Wes Agar, he's been a staple BBL bowler for a couple of years now. He's been pretty consistent for the strikers as he steams in again here now. Did Hales get a bit of bat to that? It seemed to go straight back down. Nearly chopped it on. Wasn't the shot he was looking to play there. It seemed a bit too aggressive. As we see Rashid Khan on the screen there. I wonder when he'll get to bowl his first over this game. What a bowler he is.
So Davos, who are the 2 teams you hate? You said I hated the Scorchers and I hated the Renegades.
Who doesn't hate the Scorchers, honestly? As Wes Agar for his 3rd ball. That isn't hit too convincingly by Hales, but it will reach the rope before.
Oh, lucky.
What-
So Hales is past 10, so you're halfway there.
No, I need to get 20.
Oh, you need him to get 20.
I need Jilks to get 10 and Hales to get 20.
All right, I'm not going to say anything because it could jinx
So
it.
six more for Hales, please.
But that wasn't the most convincing shot from Hales. Wasn't hit out of the middle. In steams Agar again. Plays that slightly away as that is. Was that a direct hit on the stumps? Definitely wasn't out. Hales going well, 14 off 14 so far. They're going on to run a ball at the moment. Each of the batsmen. Gilt's 2 off 2. Hales 14 off 14. They didn't actually end up running there. So Hales will remain on strike. Dot for Dot so far in the over. 2 balls remain. I wonder how the rest of this over will go. Where's Agar? Here he comes again. Hales goes big. If that's a 6, look, he's halfway through on his multi, and he is. What a hit from Alex
Good
Hales.
boy.
What a shot. What a man Alex Hales is to get that.
Scorchers
20
aren't arrogant or
multi.
anything. It's just more of the best teams. Yeah, I tend to agree with you. I mean, I'm not saying the Scorchers. I hate the Scorchers because they're arrogant. I'm just saying like they're just so good. They're just. I don't know. It's just hard not to. It's hard to like them when they're just winning the comp all the time. So, yeah, you're not wrong there.
He knew that was 6 as soon as it left the bat there, Hales. Yeah, here he goes again. Agar.
Oh,
Hales over the top. That's a beautiful shot. Alex Hales. He's putting them away early. He's 24 off 16 so far to start, boys. The next over will be Lachlan's.
Well, at least I made more than 15, eh? Hales was hard to stop 2 seasons ago.
One's back on, to be honest. Would it surprise me if they brought Rashid on early though?
No, I think they'll keep Rashid for the middle order of because I know that the middle order does struggle against spin, especially I know Rousseau definitely struggles against spin.
Siddle's coming into bowl.
Good decision.
Why not?
From the skipper to bring himself on.
So number 26 after 3. Peter Siddle will be bowling to Matt Gilks here as he's 2 off 2. Hales is getting most of the runs at the moment. I mean, this is the time for Gilks. We know he can play the gaps well and run hard. Maybe he just needs to do that tonight and let Hales go for it for now. Just play natural game. As Siddle starts charging for his first ball of the night. To Gilks, clipped off the pads, beautifully fielded by Matt Short for no run. So what do you reckon? What do you reckon they should be aiming for by the 10th over?
10th over, I reckon they need to be at around.
I reckon
reckon they
75 to 80.
I reckon they probably need more. I reckon they probably need 90. To be honest.
Yeah. So Siddle to Gilks again, flipped off the pads once again for a
Because
single.
this ground at Adelaide Oval, these boundaries are so short. You're gonna need at least over 170 to give yourself a decent total to win.
Especially looking at the strikers batting lineup as well.
And I mean, when you've got the
Especially
best
with
player,
Chris Lynn.
well, you got the best BBL player of all time in there. You better be there.
Like if you look at Adam Hosey, de Grandhomme, he can flog it. Matt Short, who's in unreal form. Weatherall, when he gets going, he's a weapon, but he's struggled. As Siddle bowls to Hales here for his third ball. Hit back down the ground. That will be a maximum, you would think. And that is
Hales.
a shot and a half. Hales is firing tonight.
This is what I'm saying. When Hales gets going, he is so hard to stop. Like he's a great player of spin, great player of pace. He's extremely good against pace.
His mentality is clearly go hard or go home tonight. He has struggled the first 2 games that they've played, but tonight he's looking back to his best as Siddle bowls again, back down the ground for no run.
That was a good backup delivery from Siddle. That was a good response to that last ball. He's been hit for 6.
Do the strikers have any other spinner besides Rashid? Or I know DeGruntheim might have to bowl.
And short.
Oh, Short can bowl. Yeah,
Who's your
Short.
fave commentator, boys? Mine's Lachlan McLucas.
Thank you very much. I'll sign autographs later. As Hales hits it back down the ground again, that will be a boundary, you'd think, as it flies away. So
Yeah.
the Thunder, very good power play so far with a ball to come, but they're none for 37, which is very good considering it's only 4 over power plays now.
So
I mean, if Hales keeps going like this, we could be looking at a very big run chase, but it's very early on, so I'm not going to say anything further, as Hales can get out any ball. Last ball, the power play. Hales goes straight back down the ground. Once again, it'll be 2, you would imagine. And that is
2
correct. So
runs,
end of power play, none for 39. Great start by Alex Hales. Jilks just watching the show down the other end.
Doesn't Colin play for New Zealand? Yeah, he used to, but he retired from international cricket, so now he can play in like T20 comps such as the BBL. He can play in IPL, all those comps. As the Thunder are 0 for 39 off 4 overs, Alex Hales, I mean, he's playing an absolute fly here. This is what the Thunder need. Then he's done his job, Hales. I think his job was just to get the Thunder off to a good start, to allow their middle order to kind of play a bit smarter.
Yeah.
Thunder looking steady and positive, 100%, especially Hales. He's playing some really good shots against some good quality bowlers. Gilks, he's hit a few fielders, but he's looking better. Just needs to get himself in.
I need 7 more runs from Matt Jilks.
Oh, Rashid, a bowling change here. We've got Rashid Khan.
Oh, no.
I think this is a smart move because I think Gilks struggles against spin. However, Hales dominates spin though. So
Let's hope Gilks can get like at least 7 more runs before he gets out though. For Lockie's multi, of course.
all right, Rashid to Gilks.
Oh, no.
That's there. Good first ball from Rashid. That looked like it just went straight on. So that would have been the toppy.
Lachlan, mate, how are you feeling?
I'm shitting bricks.
Rashid to Gilks again. Oh, off the back foot. No run there. Good fielding from Wes Agar at short third man. 2 dots. Pressure on Gilks here. 3 off 6.
Don't throw your wicket away, mate. Come on. Just get off strike.
Oh no.
Rashid to Gilks again.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
He's gone. Rashid gets the wicket of Gilks playing across the line there. Will he go upstairs? But that is the first wicket.
No.
Oh, no.
Walked.
Oh no.
Gilks is gone for 3 off 7, and Thunder are 1 for 39.
Was there any chance of going upstairs?
No,
No.
that looks dead straight. That's dead straight. That is
No.
hitting.
Well, it was good while it lasted.
Quickly, quickly, give your best BBL batter and bowler of all time. I'm going to go Chris Lynn, and bowler, I'm going to go with... there's been a lot of good bowlers. Who's a BBL stalwart? I don't know.
Rashid Khan.
Rashid Khan, probably. Yeah.
There you go, Lyndon Khan.
We've got the South African international Riley Rousseau coming to the crease. Very good player. Can slog it, and when he gets in, he's very dangerous. Like we saw against Bangladesh, he made, I think it was he made like 100 and something, but he was brilliant that day. As he's facing a very good quality bowler in Rashid Khan.
That's all right, lads. Now I guess I sit back and enjoy the game.
Right, Faraz, you can't say the best batter has to be Lynn or Maxwell. You can't put Maxwell up there with Lynn for BBL.
If
All right,
anything,
so-
Finch is above Maxwell.
Rousseau for his first ball facing Khan off the back foot there for no run, fielded by Siddle. This is a brilliant over so far from Rashid. I think this really halted the momentum of the Thunder after a brilliant start from Hales. Look, that was just a horrible shot from Gilks. You don't play across the line to someone like Rashid. Oh, sweet
As
shot
Rousseau does the exact same.
for 4 runs. Brilliant shot from Rousseau. As we've got 1 ball left.
Would you say he made the right decision playing across the line there?
Oh, it was risky, but Rousseau's thing is different. There's a difference though. Like Rousseau is a lot better quality player than Gilk, so I don't mind him playing that shot. But it wasn't the best of shot. As Rashid again to Rousseau, punch back down. Oh, dive from Rashid there. They're pushing hard. Are they going to get 2? No, they're not. Brilliantly fielded by who's that? I think that's De Grandhomme. So after 5 overs, the Thunder have lost their first wicket, 1 for 44, and I'll hand that over to Noah now.
Cheers, Davos. Yeah, that was a big momentum holder. Only 4 runs off the over. I'll say 5 runs off the over, with that wicket falling of Gilks. Oh no, Lachlan, you must be in a world of pain right now after that.
Oh, it is what it is, I guess.
Well, so have you lost $10 there, eh?
Yeah, only $10. I'll earn that tomorrow.
Look, don't get me wrong. I absolutely want the Heat to win because I can't stand the Gades, but bloody Gades do play pretty well down in Geelong. So
Anyway, that is the first 5 overs done and
good
dusted.
start.
Game.
Good start.
Good start. As now De Grandhomme is bowling, and there'll be a dot ball to start. Good delivery there. I'm not too familiar with.
What's that? We've had
his
6
bowling.
overs and 6 bowlers.
Very true. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Are they going to? They surely don't have any more bowlers to bowl.
I
Oh,
think
is
you've
that?
got to give Rashid the next one again.
That was a very late shot. A very late shot there from Rousseau. Hales is back on strike. The danger man. He hasn't really seen. Well, he didn't actually get to see a ball of the last over. I don't think from Rashid Khan. So he'll face De
If
Grandhomme.
Renegades bat well, they'll smash the Heat. Heat have a very good batting lineup. They got Munro, Billings, and they've got some good youngsters. So it could be a close game, 50-50.
De Grandhomme to Hales. Hales plays that well. Plays it all right back. That should be 2. Oh no, it's only 1. Good fielding. Very good fielding. Decent over here so far from De Grandhomme. You can just sense the run rate has been slowed down a tiny bit. As De Grandhomme to Rousseau. New Zealander to Rousseau's a Kiwi, is he not?
Gosh.
Oh, so that's a. I don't know. Sorry, Rousseau he's a South African
South
player,
African,
right?
Yeah.
South Africa.
Brilliant shot there.
That was a
Split
bit
the
of a
gap,
nothing delivery, to
fielders.
be honest. Who's the
Wasn't a very good delivery.
Who's the most overrated player in the BBL right now?
De Grandhomme.
Marcus Stoyan.
No. Yeah, Stoyan's 2 ducks in a row.
Or Ben McDermott.
Oh, was a very.
I'm gonna
weird
go
shot.
with I'm gonna go with Darcy Short. Like he's a good player, but he's not like people overhype him way too much.
Yeah, he does get very hot for what he delivers.
Yeah, he's good, but he's not like amazing.
And it's all because he won that the most valued player. Was it BBL 08 or BBL 09? Maybe. That was a very uppish
That was a bit of
delivery.
a
That was
nothing.
yeah. Not a great over there from De Grandhomme. I mean, he's lucky that he only conceded 8 runs off it. That was pretty much a full toss, that last delivery there. So, Hales will remain on strike, though. 38 of 22 so far. It'll be back to Lockie for the next over, who you'd imagine would be Rashid Khan.
Yeah, you
Well,
would imagine
yeah,
Rashid
it's
does bowl us over.
Thing
This
is,
is
though,
in-
you have to keep Rashid for one of the what's it called, the
Yeah, you got to keep Siddle and Rashid for a surge over.
yeah.
As Hales will be facing. Rashid will bowl the next one again. So 152 after 6 as Rashid runs in again to Hales. Just a normal leg break delivery for a single down the ground.
They're Heat fans, so what do you expect? Nah, Faraz is saying that you're using the logic, because like using the logic of saying McDermott's overrated because he's had 2 bad games. But that's all right, Faraz. Sixers haven't won a game either, so it's all right.
And they've played more than us. As Rashid bowls again for Rousseau
Ooh.
into the pads, it'll be a single fielded off his own bowling, Rashid. So 2 runs off first 2 balls, 4 balls to come. You can imagine Hales will try to keep going here. He has no reason not to. Short boundaries against spin, he could send it a long way. As Rashid runs into third ball of the over to Hales, plays into the offside. It'll be another single.
I'd actually disagree with you, Lockie. There, I reckon what Hales will do is against Rashid. I reckon he'll just play conservative because he knows that he's got to keep Rashid out of the attack, and then he'll just target other bowlers.
Rashid to Riley Rousseau. Off the sweep to the leg side. It'll be another single. So 4 runs off the over with 2 to come.
Yeah, I get it, Faraz. I know we have no titles, so you can give it to me all you like because it is deserved. So yeah.
As Hales faces up to Rashid Khan. What a great matchup this is. It's shortish, but it's played into the offside to Peter Siddle for no run. So only 4 off the over with 1 ball to come. Hales just needs to get out of this over now. So Rashid for his last ball of his second over. Runs into Hales again. Played down the ground. It'll be a single. So 5 off the over. 157 after 7.
Looks like Peter Siddle's going to come into the attack now. We'll just get confirmation on that in a sec as they see Rashid Khan playing golf at Top Golf. As you can see, some brilliant helicopter shots there. It's Colin de Grandhomme back into the attack.
Not too sure I like that move. But
So I would have brought Siddle back in. Actually, no, yeah, I would have brought Siddle back in.
Siddle or Thornton for me.
But Howell's
Either
really
way.
targeted Thornton, so I've got the gone time to Howells. Or wide ball
That's
there,
a good
so not the greatest delivery. As the Grandhome will have to. Wes Agar has bowled 1 over for us. As the Grandhome comes in again to Hales. Wide ball, edged, just short of Chris Lynn there at short third man. As the Thunder pick up 2 there. Look, I'm kind of glad Chris Lynn didn't dive there because he's had shoulder issues and he's been told not to dive apparently from medical staff, so can't do much there. Give Lynn a bowl, yeah, we possibly could. As Hales faces up to de Grandhomme again. Ball, Hales drives there for just the 1 run as that brings Rousseau onto strike. As Rousseau faces de Grandhomme. No stumping there. Rousseau was pretty quick back in his crease, but it was a good ball from de Grandhomme.
Great delivery there.
Might as well let Smudge open the bowling on Boxing Day. Yeah, it'd be good. As Rousseau faces de Grandhomme. Works off his pads just for the one there, as that brings Hales back onto strike. It's been a good over so far for the strikers. They haven't leaked too many boundaries since they've
It's
leaked
definitely
Rashid.
slowed down.
Definitely. As the grunt home to Hales. Hales across his stumps, works it to down to Rashid Khan for the one there, which will bring Rousseau back on strike for the last ball of the 7th over. Yeah, this is a much better start from the Thunder. It's a lot more mature approach.
And he starts better than losing all 15 wickets.
As Rousseau faces the grunt home, just a block there to end the 7th over. The Thunder are 1 for 63 off 8, as I'll pass it on to Noah now.
Yeah, cheers again, Davos. It's been a pretty decent game so far. Much better than the last Strikers versus Thunder game.
Lockie, I'll leave this for the Heat fans. Fraz says opinion on their best days, Hales is more destructive than Lynn. Oh. Lynn when he's in,
he can hit us just as big as a ball, but Lynn is the most destructive game that most destructive player we've seen in BBL history. All you got to do is look at the sixes, the amount of sixes that he's hit compared to who's in second place, which is Glenn Maxwell, I think, and he's like 80 something ahead.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that. I think Lynn is more destructive than Hales. When they're both on their best, Lynn's more destructive. But Hales, I feel like Hales has been more consistent over the past couple of years. I'm so sorry. I was meant to be commentating that. They'll get one out of that. That was a pretty decent delivery. Hales just tried to go big there. He's really trying to target Thornton here.
I think
he targeted Siddle.
I don't know how Thornton didn't pick that up.
Off the fingertips, between the legs.
A bit sloppy.
So here goes Thornton. Getting ready, getting set up. He'll have a shot at Russo here. Sorry, is it Rousseau? Is that how you actually pronounce it?
Rousseau.
Oh, it's actually Russo? But either way, that's gone big. Has it cleared the rope? It hasn't. Thornton's got his first wicket of the game. Rousseau's gone for 14 off 13 deliveries. Great wicket there. He tried to just
overhit his 10th wicket of the Big Bash.
Leading wicket taker in the Big Bash League this season. And you can see why Rousseau, that was not very well hit. Who was at the grunt home settling underneath it.
Fraz says your favourite Sixers players, boys. I'm going to have to go with Josh Phillippe.
Patterson.
Sean Abbott.
Who's in next for the Thunder?
I believe it's isn't it
Nathan
Davies
Lyon.
at 4? Yeah, Davies at 4 now. So Davies will come in. Sams, Ross, McAndrew, Green, Sandhu, Doggett, and Faruqi.
See, they bat. The Thunder actually bat pretty deep. Even Sandhu can hit a few.
But I'm not sure. If I'm being completely honest, I'm not sure why McAndrew's back in there. But
I think it's just to add
Cutting
a bowling option.
But Cutting's another bowling option that can be added in there as well because obviously Sanger out.
I guess they just want more variety and more bowling options, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'd personally be having Cutting in there because I'll tell you what, they lose Davies, Hales, and then Sams, and they have no one really there to steady the ship. Here's Davies' first ball on strike. They'll defend it. It'll go straight back to Thornton. That's a dot ball. Good over so far from Thornton. 1 wicket and a dot. You're looking a bit more confident now that Alex Hales isn't on strike. As we look at the wicket again, that's just sort of clipped the top of the bat there. If he got that out of the middle, that was definitely going for 6, but he needed to make sure he got all of it.
Oh, Noah, can the people ask footy questions? Or?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
We're open to anything.
Ask any questions. We'll answer them during in between overs. We'll answer them in between balls. But as Davies gets off strike, Hale's back on strike, 46 from 30. He's one boundary away from the big 50. As here's Thornton looking menacing. He's ready. Who bowls the next over for you boys?
Probably Siddle or Agar.
Good delivery there from Thornton. Really,
He's come back well,
Hales.
Thornton. He's come back very
Yeah.
well.
It's been great teamwork here from the strikers to really slow down that run rate. They were going at about 10 and over. I mean, I know that was during the playoff.
Raz, I'm just gonna keep quiet there because you already know my opinions on BKR and Clarkey. So yeah,
We're not going to go into details on them tonight.
I'm not going to waste my energy.
Yeah.
So
Oh, is that shipped a bit and it's all on straight through? That'll be one run. It'll keep Davies on strike. Got an early top 8 for us, lads. I don't have an exact ladder prediction yet and everything. But for me, the teams in the top 8 will be like in no particular order: Storm, Panthers, Roosters, Rabbitohs, Sharks, Eels, Cowboys, and Broncos. Those will be the 8 teams in there for me. But I could see Doggies making a push for it if they fix up their defense. I'm not sure about the other boys.
I think Raiders will be thereabouts again.
I've got in no particular order. I've got Panthers, Roosters, Storm, Sharks, Cowboys, Eels, and Broncos, and I feel like I'm missing someone.
Rabbitohs?
Rabbitohs, yeah. Oh, Rabbitohs, yeah. Rabbitohs there.
Harry Ratchet says Panthers, Cowboys, Storm, Sharks, Eels, Raiders, Broncos, Cowboys second end and 8th, mate. Oh, is that who's got? Sorry, this is Lachlan's over.
Yeah, this is me. So Davies off the mark. Oh, sorry, he's not off the mark, but first boundary of the game. It's an edge, not convincing, but 4 is 4, I guess. Coming at just about the halfway mark of the first innings, they're 2 for 71, I believe. So they're going at an all right strike rate. They definitely slowed up in the middle of the first half there. As Wes Agar is bowling. So Hales is 3 away from a half century as Agar bowls for his second ball of the over. Davies back to the bowler, and it's a no run.
Have you boys got the Knights Smokies the top 8 or?
There's a lot that they have to fix. I think by the time the Knights are going to come good, it's going to be too late. But yes, they do have good recruits. They've got Adam Elliott, Jackson Hastings, and a few others. I still don't know how they got Hastings, but they'll definitely take it. So Agar to Davies, down the leg side would be a wide, so he'll have to bowl that one again. I think another one for the Knights is that Greg Marzu on the wing.
He'll be good.
Yeah,
I don't know what is the point of the Titans signing Randall and Verrills? It's stupid.
Yeah, and they got Clark there.
Clark as well.
Who's their other hooker?
It's a silly signing.
Aaron Booth is there as well.
Yeah.
Aaron
So
Clark.
Agar to bowl again as the ball before is not called a wide. I'm not sure how, but it'll be played out to the offside for a
Oh,
single.
Fraz, you got the Sharks in there. Is that another B- or are the Bulldogs sort of overhyped? Look, with their roster right now for 2023, they should be at least competing for the 8 at worst. But are they overhyped? Yes, but not as much as this year.
Agar, once again, Hales crunches it to Siddle, but it's a no run. So 1 ball left in the over, and then it'll be the halfway mark, and it will be drinks. So they're 2 for 72 at the moment, with 1 ball to come. Hales got 47 off 32. Davies 7 off 7 down the other end.
Titans won't be close to the 8, but they will flop. I hope they flop. Yeah, Sam. I hope they flop as well.
So Hale's definitely showing his class tonight, but it just depends if he can keep this going. So last ball, the first half of the innings, Agar to Hales. It's wide. And yes.
Oh, that's a bit
Not
harsh,
again.
I reckon. That's a bit harsh. Howes did go
But
across.
did go
the
over
stumps.
Hal's bat. He did reach for it.
Howes
So I'm not
did
too
reach
sure.
for it, and he did move across his stumps.
And it looks like it went over his bat. His bat did go under the ball. So I'm not too sure I agree with that decision.
So 2 for 73, one ball to come. And then it will be drinks. And I'm going to duck off and grab a drink as well.
I'm going to
So
grab a drink.
Agar to Hales. Short.
Oh,
big.
that's
And that is a maximum to finish.
He'll bring up 50 just before
And
he leaves
that's
as well.
a 50 as well. Oh, as a crowd member has been hit in the head. Hopefully he's okay.
oh,
I don't know if the replay of that. He's been hit near
That's
the
horrible.
eye. That is not good.
Well, I mean,
Hopefully
you
he
can't
seeks
you
assistance.
can't really blame Hales there because Hales is just doing what he does. He has to try smack the ball. So
Yeah, that is not.
No.
Ooh.
anyways,
Hopefully
I'm
he's okay, but that will be the drinks break. We'll go get some drinks.
just gonna
We'll
go
be
grab-
right back. Stick with us. Hello, everyone. We're back. I think it looks like Alex Hales is just quickly going and checking on the guy who got hit in the head. Class act. Hopefully, the man is okay.
It's so unfortunate because, like, obviously, I mean, you probably should be looking at the ball and the game at all times. But good on Hales for going over and looking, see if they're all right.
Yeah, they were definitely the right thing to do. As I would imagine, also Hales would have copped a little bit of stick, but
I mean, it's not his fault. Your head is
It's not his
6.
fault at all.
he was just doing the right thing.
Thoughts on the Broncos heading into the 2023 season? Look, Broncos my second favorite team. I mean, they got my 100% respect, so I hope they do well, and I think they will do well. As we've got Matt Short bowling the 10th over to Davies. Davies advances, hits that down to long off for 1. That brings Hales back on strike. So we've got Matt Short to Hales here. Oh, up-ish for one. That was a bit of a pie from Short. From Short. I think that needed to be put away. But you'll take a single there. As Short to Davies. Davies cuts on the back foot as they pick up another single here. So just ticking the runs over now. I feel like they're going to look to be aggressive, especially Hales. As I think for the Thunder to win, Hales needs to be there at the end. Short to Hales. Hales on the back foot, down to Short for no run. Got Short to Hales again. Back to Short again for no run. So it's been a good over for the Strikers. Only 3 runs considered.
I would be looking at Surge in the next couple overs. That's for sure.
Definitely. A Short last ball of the 10th over to Hales. Hales punches that away for no run. So good over there for the Strikers. 2 for 82 off 11, and I'll pass it on to Noah now. Oh, Lachlan,
Cheers,
we've got a
Davos.
question for you in the chat.
So we're looking at Matt Short to catch a few
Titans
nights
or
ago.
Cowboys? Who do you want to do better, Lachlan? Dolphins.
Dolph. Just in Lachlan's eyes, they're better.
I actually don't have a problem with Dolphins. I honestly hope they do okay. I don't think they'll get the spoon, that's for sure.
I'm starting to hate the Dolphins less, so look, I don't mind them now.
Yeah.
Instinct,
I
Siddle,
hate the Cowboys and the Titans. So.
Davies. Oh, didn't get the most convincing strike on that. They'll try
I mean, I can
run 2 here, run out. Oh, possibly.
I mean, Lockie, I can understand why you hate both teams because, I mean, Broncos fans, I mean, you're arch rivals with both, so.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the Dolphins-Broncos rivalry is going to be pretty big.
Have you boys got an early spoon prediction or? For me, it just has to be the Dragons. I mean, it just has to be the Dragons.
I think it's a chance, but I don't think the Dragons will get it.
Yeah, fair enough.
For me, it's between the Dragons and honestly, it's a bit of a tough one. Hale's there. I'm meant to be commentating this. I'll leave that discussion until after.
Dallas, how do you hate a team that has not played to like it? Oh no! I just I didn't like them because they kept taking Storm plays, but now I'm fine with them. Now I don't have a problem with them. I mean, I hope they do well.
To be honest,
but
if Turbo doesn't stay fit, Manly are a chance for the spoon.
yeah.
Oh yes, definitely. Manly are another team I have for the spoon, especially if Turbo doesn't stay fit. Yeah, that's a good one there. Davies on strike here. Decent over from Siddle so far.
I think Davies just needs to play that anchor role and just let Hales dominate.
Definitely, he needs to be rotating the strike a bit more, getting Hales on strike. I mean, Hales, he's been going at a decent rate, 55 or 39 is quite a good score. As Davies, he does his job, gets the one, gets Hales on strike for the last ball, the Siddle over.
I think Newcastle are going to be okay with Hastings now. Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Faraz. I think he's going to be.
What do you boys reckon? Do you reckon take Surge next over?
Well, I think you have to take it when Hales is in. So, because think about it, if Hales gets out next over and they haven't taken the surge, then it's just a wasted period that they should have taken the surge.
Watch Hales get out before.
Beautiful there. So picked up by Weatherald on the rope. They'll get back for 2 though. Davies will be on strike for the next over. You'd think they'd be looking at taking the power surge. Lachlan's got the next over here. When we,
Tigers
you
are
was
for Wooden Spoon, can't trust them. Yeah, I mean, they're a chance, but I don't think they'll win it, to be honest. Sorry for interrupting there, Noel. What were you going to say?
Oh, no problem. No, over to Lachlan for this next over.
Rashid
over from-
is back into the attack, but there's no sign of surge, so he will bowl his third over here. There's Ben Cutting, who has thrown his career away, but that's all right. He lives
Should've
and he
stayed with
learns,
the
I hope.
I don't know why, but cutting just looks like a ship.
Here we go. They have taken the surge.
Good, smart move, smart
Yeah.
decision.
There is the sign. That is why Rashid will be bowling. So only 2 fielders allowed outside the circle for the next 2 overs. This is the time for Davies to let the arms free a little bit as well, and Hales to punish. But against Rashid, it's not going to be easy, as he's the best T20 bowler in the world.
Well,
for a reason.
if I'm Davies here, I'm thinking honestly we're only 2 wickets down at this point. We need some runs on the ball. We need the run rate to be boosted a bit. Yeah, I'm throwing hands at this ball.
So over the offside, through the gap, beautiful shot. That'll be a boundary. First ball of the power surge. So 2 for 93 after 12.1. Davies moves to 17 as Hales is on 57.
The run rate's a bit it's a bit like it's not terrible, but it's not like they need to lift the run rate.
They need to be aiming for 170 plus here with this start that they've got, especially with the power they've got to come. So Rashid, second ball to surge. It's beaten the fielder. Is that going to run away as well? I don't think it will. I think it'll be chased down, but they'll definitely. There we go. Good fielding. They'll get 3 at least, as they will. So they move to 2 for 96. 7 runs off the first 2 balls. 4 balls left in the over from Rashid. That's Wazaga. A bit of a misfield there, but he followed it up with a good effort on the rope. So Rashid to Hales, third ball of the over. I can imagine Hales is going to swing here as he plays a sensible shot back to his player's bat. So it'd be a single. So Davies back on strike. 3 balls left in the over. 8 runs off it so far. I can imagine a wrong in here, to be honest. So Rashid to Davies. It's short, but he'll play it out to the leg side. It'll be a single once again. So 9 off the over, 2 to come.
We've got a question here. It says, if you weren't a Broncos fan or a Storm fan, who you guys go for? I'd be a Broncos fan if I wasn't a Storm fan. So
I couldn't really picture going for any other team, really.
So Rashid. I'd probably be a Sharks fan.
yeah, I'd most likely be Broncos, but if Broncos weren't a team, then I'd probably go for Cowboys.
Cowboys. Yeah, for me it'd probably be Cowboys for family reasons. But if it wasn't because my family went for Cowboys, probably Raiders. Honestly, I've always liked the Raiders.
Around the corner. So it's a good end to the over for Rashid there, as 4 runs off the last 4 balls. 2 for 100 after 13 as they're advertising here. Melbourne Renegades versus Brisbane Heat tomorrow night, as the Heat will be looking for redemption.
For us Dragons? Bro, who would want to go for the garbage Dragons?
For us, we know you definitely want to go for South whenever Broncos aren't playing.
Yeah, Fraz loves South Sydney. What about one team you support? I'd never support Manly. I can't. Manly or Panthers, because I can't stand either of them. But
what about Titans?
oh yeah, Titans as well. I can't stand the Titans, but not as bad as Manly and Panthers. They're just
Titans to me probably. Except they are a Queensland team, so I couldn't see myself supporting Titans. So
all right. So we've got the 13th over that Peter Siddle is going to bowl 0 for 20 of 2. A bit expensive there. That's not like Peter Siddle though, but I'm sure he'll bounce back. As Davies is facing Siddle. Davies clubs that.
That's a direct hit.
I think that's out. Oh.
Has that been called not out?
No, they'll review it. They'll just take the extra run though, because if it's not out, then they just get an extra run there. Oh, that is a brilliant throw. I don't know who that was. I'm gonna have a guess of who it was. I reckon it's Wes Agar. He is a brilliant fielder.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not. It's Matt.
Like short. Oh no, it's 21. That's not short.
Oh, he's in.
Safe.
He's in just. Oh.
Don't really need a second angle to see he was miles in. Oh, that's still... Yeah, nah. He's in. Good running. Very, very good running.
And smart to go for the 2 as well, because they'll pick up next to run.
Exactly. He's got that back grounded there. Very good to see. Not out.
We've got Siddle to Davies, 24 off 17. Siddle bowls. Davies whacks that. And that is a
that 6?
That's a flat 6. Brilliant shot from Davies. As he moves to 30 off 18. As the Thunder move to 2 for 108.
Siddle has not been up to his usual standards tonight.
Davos is that year batting for the Thunder. It possibly is, but oh well. As Davies faces Siddle again, wide there. Davies slashes as that, and that is a dot ball. I think the Thunder. What do you think, Noah? I think the Thunder have really taken advantage of the surge.
Definitely, they've had a good power surge so far. I'd tell you what, if they can get another couple boundaries off, if they can somehow get 10 more runs off this over, it's been a very, very successful power surge.
As Siddle bowls to Davies again. Davies back in his crease, slaps that over cover. Oh, good fielding there from short. Actually, no, that wasn't cover. I'm an idiot. That's bloody I don't know what position that is. I always get them mixed up. As Davies picks up 2 there, he moves to 32 off 20. This is a good innings from Davies. As Rashid Khan is just quickly signing some signatures. As Siddle bowls to Davies again, wide. Davies slashes that, and that is a wide. No, that's the right call. That is.
Yeah. The third dot in this over, after he hit the 6, looked to be a bit wide, but it did go over the bat. That one.
Most embarrassing side in the BBL to watch, I'd say Heat or Renegades from the past season. That's what Fraz commented. I say Renegades. 3 wooden spoons in a row. That's pretty bad. As Siddle
Renegades of the past seasons, but this season 6s.
As Davies clubs that to DeGront home for 1 there, as gets Hales on strike. What are your thoughts on Hales' innings so far, Noah?
He started off with a very big bang, and now to see he's only, he's 17 runs ahead of the balls he's faced, but I feel like with the amount of balls he's faced,
he's been slowed down heaps.
Yeah, definitely. He's been kept to 1s and 2s. I feel like he could have been at about 70 by now off the amount of balls he's faced if he was going the same way he was going to start.
As Siddle bowls to Hales. Hales back in his crease, clubs that over cover for just a single, fielded by short there, and that will bring us to the end of the 13th over as the Thunder are 2 for 113. I'll pass on to Noah now. I'm just going to duck out for a sec. I'll be back.
Sounds good. All by myself for now. As we take a look at the power surge again. Siddle and Rashid Khan couldn't get any wickets in the power surge this time. But Davies and Hales had a pretty good surge there that looked to be a run out that Davies shot, but turns out it wasn't. Then a beautiful flat 6. It was nice to see. So the Thunder, I think they've combined for a total that over of, I think from the 2 power surge overs, I believe they got 25 or maybe 26, maybe a bit above that. Alex Hales on strike. Short is bowling. Brilliant number so far. None for 5. And it's a dot ball to start his next over. Matt Short, he's bowled 2 overs. He's none from 5 from 2.1 overs so far. Brilliant bowling. Good to see Alex Hales on strike. Short. Here he goes again. And Hales, he'll drive that down. Good fielding there from de Grandhomme, I believe. And it will be 2. That's very good running to get 2 there. As Davos is back with us. Davos,
I am back.
how good's Matt Short's bowling been so far? I believe he's none from 7 from 2.2 overs.
He's been good. He's been very economical, which is, I think, is his role, is just to limit. But
Oh, is that?
So
Now,
even
was that
Hales
nicked?
cannot get him away. Hales cannot get him away.
Hales looks a bit angry. I'm not going to lie. He does look like he's a bit frustrated. I wouldn't be surprised if he throws his wicket away sometime this over. Oh, he advances but
Yeah,
decides to
he's
play the
getting
simple shot.
frustrated because I remember Hales was 30 off 18, I'm pretty sure. And now he's, I think, yeah, he's 63 off 47. So
Davies on strike. Advance is not the most convincing strike, but he'll get a single for it. Short will bowl the final ball of the over. Good over so far. .2.11, nearly 15 overs in. Last delivery from Matt Short in this over. He's setting his field exactly where he wants it. Could there be a wicket coming here? You feel Hales.
I feel like that something has to give here. Something has to give here.
This is going to be a boundary or out, in my opinion. Oh, that is a boundary.
Great shot.
And it looked to me like they looked like they were going to try and get that catch there. Didn't have the reach, obviously, to get that. But Hales kept his composure just enough. But you do feel he is getting a little bit antsy, trying to get the boundaries away.
Wait, no, I'll take this over since Lockie's not back. I'll take this over.
Yep, definitely. So we apologise. Lachlan obviously away doing something right now. Also, we'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas from the Final Siren podcast. Obviously, the Christmas is only 5 days away now. So we wish you a very Merry Christmas and hopefully a good New Year as well. But what a way to celebrate Christmas this year. Then what's a better way to celebrate than watching Big Bash League with your family and friends? Especially this game, it's been a cracker so far. 121 off the first 15 overs. As Lachlan says, he won't be long. Don't worry, Lachlan. Davies has got you over here.
As de Grandhomme bowls to Davies. Wide there. That'll be a wide to start the over. I feel like a common theme with the strikers bowlers is that they've tried to bowl wide Yorkers. But it hasn't worked.
Definitely de Grandhomme. He hasn't. I mean, he's only given away 15 from his first 2 overs, which isn't too bad for a T20 match, but not what you want.
As de Grandhomme to Davies, missed there.
Better delivery.
I know, I've got a question. It says, Noah, what's a pass mark for the Heat this season?
Finals would have to be. The squad they've got is beautiful. Anything less than finals, I think, is a fail. So for me, 5th and above is a pass mark for the Heat.
As de Grandhomme to Davies. Full Davies not in the gap there. Brilliant fielding from the strikers as they will pick up 2 runs there.
Was that Kelly there who fielded that?
I think that was Kelly. Geez, that is a back spinner from de Grandhomme. As Davies moves to 36. De Grandhomme again. Davies looks to slog that to the onside as he'll only pick up 1 there. Good fielding from Short. Yeah, I think Hales just needs to go berserk here because think about it. If he gets out, then at least you got Davies who's set. So
yeah, one of them has to make sure I feel like there needs to be a discussion as Hales.
And that is a brilliant shot from Hales. That won't go for the boundary. Brilliant fielding there from
Number 21. Who is that number 21 for the Strikers? He nearly got the run out, and just there nearly gets saves the boundary there. I'm not too sure who that number. I'll quickly look through the team list for the Strikers.
Davos, who are you tipping, Heat or Renegades? I'm going to tip the Heat. As de Grandhomme bowls to Davies, inside edge, and he'll just pick up one run there.
So I believe that number 21, would that be Jose, possibly?
It could be Wes Agar. I mean, it doesn't look like Wes Agar, but
No, I don't think it's Wes Agar, but I do believe it's not Thornton. I think it might be Adam Jose.
as Hales digs out a wide Yorker and he's gone. Hales is gone.
Hales. My goodness.
Oh, Hales is gone.
He is
Tries to dig out a wide
frustrated
Yorker
at
and he
himself.
hits it straight to backward point as Hales is gone for 68 off 50. And that
There's
is
Wes Agar, the number
Wes
9
Agar
there.
takes the catch at and Hales is not happy. He's fuming with himself.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
think we
lads.
found no problem there, Lockie. As your man Alex Hales has just been dismissed for 68 off 50 deliveries. As soon as you get back,
Who do you reckon comes
wait.
in now? Do you reckon Ross comes in or Sam's comes in? I feel like they need to bring Sam's
I'll
in.
send Sam's in and just swing.
Yeah, Sam's is in
Sam's is
now.
coming now.
So who's going to take the next over? Do you reckon?
I can let Lockie have the next
Yeah.
over, then I'll do it. So we'll just switch over now. So it'll now go Davos, Lockie, then myself. So
Yeah.
Lockie, you've got this over here with Sam's.
So Davies has got a wriggle on, I see, as well.
Yeah, he has.
Hales.
He'll
He
feed
lets,
himself.
he lets his emotions get ahead of him, that's for sure. So, who's going to bowl this over, we reckon?
I think Rashid.
Thornton for me.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Rashid.
Rashid's in.
Lead. So Davies, short, pulled leg side. It'll be a single.
Sam's no. I'll tell you why. Because Sam struggles against spin. Sam's weakness is spin, and Rashid's the best spinner in the world. So I think this is horses for courses matchup.
So 128, 23 balls left. I think you've got to be looking at 160 now. I would say to Sam's, just free the arms. They've still got Ross, McAndrew, and Green to come. As Rashid bowls to Sam's, played into the leg side. And that will be just a single again. Yeah.
With the start the Thunder got, I thought they would definitely make over 170, but
You would think so, being none down for the power play as well. So Rashid bowls third ball to Davies. Slashes through the offside. It'll be another single. So they're working in singles here, which is not going to get into as good as a total as they need.
Who do you reckon comes out next? I think Ross has to come. See, Ross would have been good because Ross is a gunpla of spin. So
I would send McAndrew
But-
out next last.
But the problem with Ross is, yes, he's a good player of spin, but he's not a quick scorer. Which is what they're trying to do, was that was nearly chopped back on.
that is true.
I think that what they're trying to do, I think, is this is Rashid's last over. He's only got 2 balls left, so I think what they're trying to do is make sure Rashid's bowled his final over. They've got Sam's out there; he can hit a big ball, so that's what
So
I think. they're trying to do.
Rashid to Stamps.
Oh.
Oh, that's a long and that has gone a long way. As he catches the ball behind his back, Rashid pulling it.
See,
the tricks
Rashid's so
out.
hard to pick because you can't like read it from the ham. You have to read it off the pitch.
Rashid to Sam's, played with the offside.
Fuck, what an over! Brilliant over. 4 from it.
Brilliant figures
What
from
man.
Rashid.
So I've got this next over here. I believe Sam's will be on strike for the start of it. But Rashid got out Gilks. I think it's just showing the wickets now. Gilks was out 3 from 7. Not a great innings there from him as de Grandhomme got out Russo. Oh, sorry, Thornton got out Russo, but it was caught by de Grandhomme. and really threw his wicket away there. And Hale's the most recent, after a pretty good inning, 68 off 50. De Grandhomme bowling that one there. So it will be Sam's on strike, and De Grandhomme will come in and bowl his final over. Speaking of him, just before overs remaining, you've still got Matt Short to bowl one. You picture he would bowl one with how economical he's been so far. Thornton's got 2 to bowl. Agar's got 2. I believe they have a few good bowling choices here as De Grandhomme. This should go for 2 here. Direct hit might be out.
I reckon
But
after this over, I reckon Agar will get given 1, and I reckon Thornton will get given 1.
Yeah. I mean,
I think
Short's still got 1 as well, but I feel like they.
I think Short's done his job though. I think Short's done his job.
But to be fair, if Sam's is on strike and he struggles against spin,
That is true.
Boys, what do you reckon they're looking at total wise now?
I think
Yeah,
if they can get 160, 160 for me, I think that's a decent score considering where they're at.
160.
See, I think 160 to the strikes with their attack. I
think
know.
160 will be chased down pretty easily. I feel like a respectable total. 170 and above, I feel like in the game.
That is a pie that should have been belted.
Sorry, that's 2 runs there. De Grandhomme 5 runs off his first 3 deliveries of the over. But I think anything, maybe 170, I feel like would be a decent score for them. But I feel like they'll only reach, I reckon they'll reach 155 or something like that, and that'll be where they end off.
That's very under par for how well they started.
That's high in the air. Is this a possible catch? It will be a catch. Rashid Khan takes the catch. De Grandhomme's got 2 wickets in the game,
wicket,
and Davies
massive
departs.
wicket. Big wicket.
42 of 30. That was an absolute pie of a delivery. And like Dave, I said before, it should have been smashed. That one there, again, just looks like he wasn't expecting it. He's hit the top of his back. His head went down as soon as he hit it.
What's your thoughts on this new rule, lads? If you get out and you cross over, it doesn't matter. The new batter's on strike anyway.
I think it's a dumb rule.
I think it's a good rule because late in games, everyone's just backing up way harder who's in down the other end.
Yeah, but isn't that
So now
smart?
it brings the new batter straight onto strike, and they've got no other option. They've got to get into their innings.
Yeah, true. But now the Thunder have 2 batsmen at the crease who aren't set yet. And now I think if they get 150, 155,
I think I'll get less than
they'll be
1.
lucky.
I reckon they'll get less than 150. I reckon.
Less than 150. They've still got 2 overs left.
Ross,
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
Ross, do you guys agree? Ross underrated or overrated?
Underrated.
I think he's an underrated batsman. He comes in, he does his job, and he plays at a slower pace than most batsmen, but he really steadies an innings. I really respect him for that. As you can see, his career stats, he's got a strike rate of 128, an average of up near 30, and his best is a 77 not out. De Grandhomme to Ross. Played well, should get a single. And they do get the single. Last ball, the over will be bowled quite soon. It'll be the last ball of my commentary over as well, which means I should get the first over
You should get
of the strikers' innings. So, great to see. De Grandhomme storms in, and their appeal. I'm not sure what Nielsen's shouting at there. That was very clearly a bat. I'm not too sure what that was about, but good over from De Grandhomme. Only, I think there was only 7 or 8 off it. Great to see. I'm not sure they're showing a photo album here, so I'm not too sure who that is. Yeah. Okay. So that means Davis will have the second last over. Lachlan will have the last over of the match. Ooh, boys. This is going to be a good finish, I think.
Sam's is capable of hitting a big ball, so
who gets the final 2 overs?
Oh, it's Thornton. I would have gone Agar and then Thornton.
Thornton only bowled 3 overs tonight.
Yeah. Thornton comes into Sam's. Sam's frees the arm. or just short of the fielder there, Will Kelly, they will come back for 2. I think Sam's really looking to tee off here. They need to get at least 160 to give them any chance, even though I still think that's an underpass score.
I mean, you never know. An underpass score, they might bowl out the strikers for 16.
Yeah, who knows? As Thornton comes into Sam's again. Oh, almost a chop on there as Thornton gets a dot ball. So who do you have ahead at the minute? Do you have strikers or do you have Thunder ahead?
Strikers, definitely.
Yeah,
I think
Strikers, yeah.
the Thunder started very well, and the run rate they've since the start of the game has just been a real letdown.
I think when Rousseau got out, it changed. I reckon.
Yeah, definitely, that was a big momentum swing.
As Thornton comes into Sam's again, ram shot from Sam's. He's gone. Wes Agar takes a
very dumb shot.
One leg as the Thunder scramble to 5.
Thornton gets another.
Thornton has 11 in the season so far. I don't think he's done yet. I feel like he could still get another wicket from his last 3 balls. Did somebody say hat trick? I don't know.
Someone say KFC.
I don't care.
I had someone at work say that to me today.
Oh, yeah.
It's a wicket.
Who comes in now? It's McAndrew. Bruh, Thunder's throwing away their start. Yeah, they definitely have been. I mean,
I think the Thunder this season, their batting has just been ordinary.
Which is why, after the past couple of games, I've said I have them as a spoon contender this season. I just don't think.
Just looking at their list, it's just, I don't know.
Why did I have Thunder pinned at 5th? I'm a bloody idiot. Oh.
I had them at 4th.
Actually, no. I didn't have them pinned. I had them 4th as well. That makes me more of an idiot.
And they've got David Warner to come as well. That's not going to help them.
The way that David Warner's been playing of recent. Oh. Well, I had Scorchers, Sixers, Heat, Thunder, and Stars. And then I had
McAndrew has a swing license.
And Thornton to McAndrew, the new batsman, drives that for 1, or could be coming back for 2. No, they will stick with the 1 there, which will bring Ross on to strike.
Thornton needs to get out of the over now.
I reckon any batsman that comes in right now has a swing.
Look, I can see why Sam's played that shot, but he didn't get enough on it. Like, fine legs up, so if you get it over, then that's a certain boundary. But
Paddy Dooley sitting in 5th.
Yeah, Dooley. I love Dooley. He's a gun.
He's been great for the Hurricanes to start this
as
season.
Thornton comes into Ross again. Full Ross drives that down to long off to Rashid Khan for 1 run there.
Good over so far.
Will they even make 150 at this point?
I don't think they will because Wes Agar is a very good depth bowler. So
is Siddle bowled out?
I think Siddle's bowled out. I think.
I thought he had 1 left, but I don't think he will bowl himself anyway. He's been very expensive.
As Thornton comes into McAndrew for the last ball, McAndrew backs away, and that'll be a dot ball. So a wicket and 3 runs there to end the 18th over, as I'll pass that on to Lachlan now.
So 5 for 142 with 1 over to go. I think you got to be looking at 155, even if they don't get it. That's what you got to be looking at. As Siddle is going to bring himself on.
Yeah, so he did have his last over left. He's gone for 11 and over so far.
Peter Siddle, we can expect a lot of slow Yorkers here.
Love the confidence to be bowling himself, despite his bad game so far. Love the confidence to be bowling himself in this final over. I mean, especially when you have Wes Agar, who still had 2 overs left, Short, who still had an over left. I believe he still had. There's one more person, I believe. I forgot who it was. And I thought Thornton had an over left, obviously, but he can't bowl back-to-back overs.
So Peter Siddle to Alex Ross. First ball, the last over the innings, and then we will have a little break due to innings break. But here we go. Ross plays into the leg side. Didn't hit it well. It'll be just a single. The 5 balls left. They're at 143. They need at least 7 runs off these last 5 balls.
Sorry, lads. I've just had a bit of a scenery change because I need to charge my laptop and my phone. So
Love that. Love the storm stuff in the background, my guy.
thanks, man. It's a bit annoying. That's all right.
So as they're showing Chris Lynn here, we can expect fireworks in the second innings from that bloke. As Peter Siddle runs in again for second ball of the last over, McAndrew slashes it down the ground. It'll just be another single. So they're working in singles again. Considering their start, they were about none for 39 after the power play.
This is an extremely under par score.
It's been definitely a downhill slope from here.
As
So
Lynn's
4
on the
balls
mic,
came. What is it?
Lynn's on the mic, but
Yeah.
Channel 7.
He's always on the mic, Chris Lynn.
So Alex Ross, he can go big. That's a slow ball to the leg side. It'll be another. Oh no, they're coming back, and they'll get there. Good
you
running.
got a comment. Who are your favourite Broncos player? Quickly, my favourite player is Kurt Capewell, and then my next two are Carrigan and Cobbo.
Favourite Broncos player.
I don't really
is
have a
probably
top
Carrigan.
3. I've got Staggs, Haas, Carrigan, Reynolds, Cobbo.
And Corey Oates. I'm going to add Corey Oates in as well.
Yeah.
I love Corey Oates.
Cobbo, Oates, and Carrigan for me.
So Siddle to the 4th ball over. Ross advances. They'll be pushing hard again. They are not coming back for the second. So 2 balls left in the over. I've got 147. 2 boundaries here would make it very interesting. But
Tell you what, two sixes here. Get them right up near 160. 160 needed for the Strikers to win. Wouldn't be
against
worse.
Peter Siddle, I don't think.
I don't think they will. He's bowling them Yorkers. He knows what he's doing.
So McAndrew to face up. It's wide enough. Slashes it over the offside. And it'll be 1 again. So,
Harry, for us favourite Broncos players, I'm pretty sure it's Staggs and Corey Oates. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
So
Stags.
1 ball left. 1 ball left in the innings, and then we will be taking a break. So make sure to join back when the second innings begins.
Yeah, definitely.
As Thunder are 5 for 148 with 1 ball to come as Peter Siddle charges in for the last time this innings to Alex Ross down the ground. They will come back for 2 being the last ball. And they will get 150.
On the
So-
dot, 150.
Strikers, 151 to win in the second innings. We will be back not too far away on the other side of the break. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure to subscribe. I'm going to get food. I'm hungry.
Hello, everyone.
We are back. Lachlan just has an issue that he needs to sort out, so he'll join back as soon as he can. As the strikers are opening the innings with Jake Weatherald and Matt Short, I'll let Noah take the first over.
Cheers, bud. So I believe the overs will go me, Davos, and Lockie for this second innings. The countdown's on. Sandu will start us off in this over. Big thank you to Harry Rector, who has been our most consistent viewer throughout this whole episode tonight. Cheers, Harry. As Sandu is storming in to Weatherald. Weatherald leads. The lead is something you don't really see too often in BBL cricket. You don't really see it very often in T20s, but
You see it maybe
Weatherald.
once, twice. But
yeah, exactly.
no,
It's
we're
a-
going to turn that music off. Or?
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. I did not even notice it was still on. But there we go. We are absolutely ready for the second ball now. Sandu, Weatherald waiting there. Matt Short at the non-strikers end. Sandu storms in. Weatherald defends it, and it's another dot ball. I think the strikers know that this isn't too big a total to chase.
Yeah,
And they
I
know
agree.
that they can get on top.
They know that they don't have to go hard from ball one. They can just get themselves in because think about it. Even if they do get like below the run rate, at least they got like Lynn, Jose, DeGrant home who can pick it up.
Yeah, exactly. And we know Weatherald and Short aren't no slouches either. As Short cuts that back to looks like the second or third slip, but nothing really happening there. Another dot ball. 3 dots to start the over for Sandu.
Who do you reckon needs to fire with the ball if the strikers have any chance of defending this?
I think probably for me, Faruqi has to be the one firing with the ball for the Thunder. As here's Sandu again. That's going to be the first run of the strikers' innings. Weatherald gets off strike. Short is on strike now. So ... 1 to start this.
I think
over.
I think Chris Green needs to have a big day with the ball.
Exactly. He's the captain this game as well.
Lynn struggles. Lynn and Weatherald both struggle against spin, and Short's better at playing pace than he is at spin. So I think Green needs to have a big game.
Definitely. It's going to be a pretty big game. I think this will actually end up closer than most people are thinking. I still think strikers run away with this, but Sandu is Short. He'll skip that up. He'll go straight back to Sandu. 1 off the over so far. The last ball of the over to come for Sandu here. Got his team out of the pickle recently against the Stars, as that's the shot there from Short. Bit of a flick there. Sandu gets the ball. Last ball of the opening over. It's actually a wide, so I think he'll have to bowl that again.
Yep.
Sandu. So he ruins what would have been a great starting over. I mean, it's still not ruined yet. If this is a dot ball or a 1, it's still a great starting over, especially considering they're in the power play right now. So Sandu, he'll set up for the last ball of the over this time. As long as it's a legal delivery this time, of course. Sandu to Short. And it's fended off. And that will be only 2 runs from the opening over. Good over from Sandu to start. I feel like the strikers may be taking this a bit nonchalantly to start the innings.
I don't think you need to rush anything, to be honest.
I feel like they don't need to rush, but at the same time, I feel like how Thunder thought they might have been chasing down that strikers total recently. I feel like they can't take the Thunder's bowling attack for granted, especially not this man, not
As
Faruqi.
Faruqi Fazal.
What's Fazal?
This guy's so short and he bowls absolute rockets.
He is. Fazal Haq Faruqi, 4 matches, 5 wickets so far. I believe this is his first match.
Faruqi comes in over the wicket to Weatherald. Or slash from Weatherald. for no run. I think Faruqi, he's got good change-ups as well, and he's good at the depth. As the win predictor has got the Strikers at 64% and the Thunder at 36%. That's pretty fair so far. I still think
I
there's
definitely thought so.
a chance. As Faruqi steams in again to Weatherald. Weatherald slashes. That's a brilliant shot. 4 runs as the first
shot.
down for the Adelaide Strikers as Weatherald moves on to 5. Oh, sorry. Yeah, he moves on to 6 off 8. Yeah, Weatherald's very good player of the cut, so as Ferrucci comes into Weatherald again. Weatherald off his pads, clips it down to square leg, deep square leg for the 1 run there, and that brings Matt Short on to strike. As Faruqi comes in the short. Short drives that. Oh, not stopped by cover. As they Short won't be off strike. He moves to 0 off 4. Do you reckon some pressure's building on Short here, or not really?
I definitely think so. 3-dot ball so far. I mean, it's a bit too early to tell, but I feel like if he doesn't get a run by the end of this over, it definitely is a lot of pressure being built up on him. Until Lockie gets back, we will be rotating overs.
Yeah, all good. Good overs so far for the Thunder. As Faruqi comes into short. Short drives that.
Nice shot.
A nice shot, but deep covers in place. So it'll just be the one as Matt Short gets off the mark.
Quite a good delivery there from Faruqi.
Very good delivery from Faruqi. Oh, and Short's got his pads a bit tangled up there, so.
What's happening here? He's just. Sorry, that's Weatherald.
No, that's
there.
Weatherald.
What's happening here? I'm not too sure what's going on here, if I'm being
Yeah,
honest.
neither. By the way, anyone in the comments, if you got any questions or anything, drop them and we'll answer them throughout balls and throughout overs as well. So, and the runner's just running out some new pads. So,
I think, does that look like the run home? Maybe. Oh no, possibly not. It would be just a trainer. Yep. But I'm not sure what's wrong with those pads there.
I think he might have ripped them or something. So,
Yeah, possibly true. I think as the late great Shane Warne being shown on screen now. Rest in peace. I hope his family are okay.
Absolute legend, Shane Warne. It sucks that so many cricketing icons have passed away this year. Shane Warne, Andrew Simons. Yeah, there's so many. And even there was a scare for Ricky Ponting there, but I hope Punter stays on though, because we can't keep losing these Aussie legends.
Exactly. It was tough. I remember the night that I heard Shane Warne had passed, and I thought it was an absolute.
I woke up in the middle of the night and I saw on Instagram that Shane Warne had passed away, and I was like, "Is that a joke?" And then I was like, I almost started crying because Shane Warne's one of my favorite players besides Punter. As Faruqi comes into Weatherald glides that down to deep third man as that is the end of the second over. Strikers 0 for 9. I'll take that up to Noah now.
Yeah, I agree. I was because it was a Saturday or Saturday night or something. It was quite well. It was early Sunday morning, I believe, like a 12 or 1 in the morning. I was just hanging out around, just doing the usual things, and I got a message from one of my trusted sources. Obviously, I run my Broncos page, someone who gives me the updates on Broncos news and such. And they practically just sent me a picture and said I couldn't pass. And I thought it was some sort of joke or scam. Sorry, as Sandu storms in here. That's a beautiful shot from Weatherald. Or will it be taken? Is it taken by Sams? It is. Weatherald's gone. 7 from 8.
I won't lie. That was an absolute pie, and that is so unlucky.
Unlucky there. I thought it was very well hit from Weatherald, but
that
as
is
you
so
can see,
unlucky. Weatherald's
Sam-
just
was
been
it
hopelessly out.
Sam's?
Weatherald's been so out of form to start this tournament, but you can't really do much else. That's just good field placement.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, sorry, as I was saying, yeah, it was hard to believe at first, and I still haven't fully gotten over that fact.
Neither. I mean, I was in shock. Like, I thought it was a joke at first, and then I looked it up on the internet, and it was true, and I was like,
Yeah, same to me. Because I thought it was just like an edited post. Sort of didn't look too convincing. I searched up Shane Warne's name on Google, went to the news and saw very recent that he had passed. Very sad, and I wish his family heal.
yeah,
Obviously,
especially young Jackson Warne.
his kids would be feeling it, especially.
I would have not survived, to be honest, if I was their kids, to be honest. So that would have been one of the
It would
worst
have been very
things.
sad. But yeah, but Lynn's in now. None from none so far. Obviously, just being in now, and he'll get underway with that. Should be 2 runs, and it is. Good running there from Chris Lynn.
How do you feel like about Lynn? Like, do you obviously like you obviously miss him as a Heat fan, but you must be happy to see him get runs.
I'm happy to see him getting runs, but it hurts to see him in a different.
He just needed a fresh start. Like, he was just in the Heat. He was just in the same system for too long, and he just needed a fresh start.
At least he's with a team who's going well right now. The Strikers is Lynn. Ooh,
That is a
good
peach.
delivery from Sandu. He's had a great start. Lynn's even smiling after that one. He noticed that was a good delivery.
Oh, Lynn's got a new back brand. He changed from Gray Nichols to DSC.
Yes, he did. And I mean, it's been working for him so far, Chris Lynn. What's he saying there? He's saying something to Sandu, and Sandu's smiling about it. Chris Lynn on strike. He'll defend that shot, that ball from Sandu. Like we said earlier, strikers, they're not trying to take it to the Thunder just yet. As we see here, the wicket of Weatherald wasn't the most convincing strike, and obviously caught on the rope. As here's Sandu again. Oh, as Lynn works his way through there. Nearly out on that one. Chris Lynn was close to a run out. As I have a little discussion here in the commentary box. Any questions you have, leave them in the chat. Also,
Do we have, how many live viewers do we have?
1 or 2 at the moment, I believe. Hello, Luke Melbourne Storm fan, if you're still here. Nice to see you back in the chat. Leave any questions you want or have in the chat, and we'll get to them when we can. Now, Lynn will be on strike for the next over, I believe. And make sure you're getting ready to watch the South Africa versus Australia Test match this Boxing Day. It's going to be an absolute ripper of a Test match, honestly. Love watching the Aussies play. And South Africa, they did a great job matching our pace, especially in that last innings where I believe they had us 4 down.
Yeah, I know. It was a. I mean,
So-
I would have. I unfortunately won't be watching. I mean, I'll watch snippets a bit because I'll be working. So, but at least I get double pay. So that'll be good.
Yeah, definitely.
As
Uh,
Faruqi comes into Lin, Lin slashes and that's
Oh.
4 runs. So Lin hits his first boundary of the night. A bit wide there from Faruqi and got punished. So great shot.
Bit of luck from Chris Lynn there.
Mm.
Very close.
Like Lin, the player that we know, he's gonna smack ball like that. Like he like smacks them in his sleep. As Faruqi comes into Lin again, Lin drives for fielded there at cover. As Faruqi to Lin, bouncer. Ooh, good change up there from Faruqi.
Good over so far from Fazal Faruqi. The only boundary coming from it was that one that Chris Lynn nicked.
Mm.
Good delivery there, especially. It's been a good pickup for the Thunder, Fazal Faruqi.
He's been very good. As Faruqi comes into Lin again. As Lin slashes at that, just over and safe. I think they'll pick up 2 there. Yeah, I think the thing with these Afghanistan players that they don't have like a textbook kind of like they're not like Australia where they have like, oh, this is how you should bowl an outswinger. It's just like whatever they do. Now, I think that's what makes Afghanistan such a good cricketing nation, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. As Lynn there, a bit fortunate again with that shot.
Mm.
Got just enough on it to land it between the 2 fielders and person fielding on the boundary line.
As Faruqi comes into Lin. Lin digs that out and will pick up a single, which will bring Short on strike for the last ball of the 3rd over.
Bit better of an over here from the strikers so far. A bit 7 off at this time. Really starting to dig into that run rate. And I still need 132 off 97. So the Thunder have started well, especially in this power.
I've started well. As Faruqi comes into Short for the final ball of the 3rd over, and Short drives that through cover and will pick up a single and will maintain the strike. So the strikers are 20 for 1 off 4 overs, and I'll pass the next over on to Noah.
Yeah, cheers, mate. We're looking at the power play highlights here. Some excellent bowling from Faruqi. Only a couple boundaries. Weatherald obviously getting out. Caught on the boundary line by Daniel Sams. It was a good catch. Very safe hands, Daniel Sams. Sandu, there. Very close to getting Lynn. I believe it was 2nd ball. And Lynn, a bit of luck to get that to the boundary line. Then another bit of luck to sort of land that between the 2 fields inside the circle and the one on the boundary line.
Who do you reckon won the power play there? For me, there's Thunder won the power play, definitely.
Well, Thunder definitely won the power play. I believe they had 39 off their 4, and they were no wickets down. But I think strikers, if they can keep up, they just raise the run rate a bit. If they can keep up how they've been going, they'll win this game. As Sandu will bowl his 3rd over already in this game. Matt Short will just send that through, get Lynn on strike. It's a very, it's a tight game run. I mean, I don't know to be honest, if you get the wicket of Short or Lynn at this stage,
I think they need
manage to
Lynn.
get them both.
Yeah, they're both dangerous players.
If you can get them both within the next 3 overs, I reckon Thunder become favourites for mine. I
Mm.
mean, especially because low run rate, just make sure you're keeping them honest. Lynn fends that one away. Good
Mm.
delivery there from Sam.
I think something has to give here. The strikers just can't keep going at this run rate. They've got to either lift it or a wicket will fall.
Chris Lynn here. Another defensive
Oh.
shot. He'll get through though. He did hit the stumps with that, but the short was a long way in. That won't even need to be checked. Brilliant over so far. Well, brilliant spell so far from Sandu.
Definitely.
Sandu 1 for 7 from 2.3 overs so far. Great spell from him. He's still got 3 balls left in the over and then 1 over left in his game for the bowling. Short goes to hit that big. Doesn't really get a hold of it. They'll try and run 2, will they? No, they'll just stick with the 1. A bit of a misfield there, but they'll still only get the 1. Lynn on strike. He's got 11 off 11. They're going pretty slow here. Matt Short's 4 off 8, and Lynn's 11 off 11. So they're making sure they're just sticking in, not trying to really push it too much. As there's Lynn, he plays a pretty good shot down the ground. They'll try and pick up 2. No, they won't. Bit indecisive there. Short won the second. Lynn didn't. But Sandu has 1 more ball left in his 3rd over. And what an over it's been so far, Davos. 1.111.
Yeah, I know it's been a very good start from the Thunder. The strikers will need to pick up, like as you see the comparison, the Thunder were 21s ahead. So
Exactly. At this stage, the Thunder were 1 for 43, and the Strikers are now 1 for 25 at the end of the 5th over. Only 5 runs off the over from Sandu. Brilliant bowling so far from him. He's 1 for 10 after 3 overs. Brilliant.
yeah,
Now, do you reckon they give Faruqi another over here? And that means
I
they're bowling.
reckon what the Thunder just need to go for the kill here because they've got the strikers on tight ropes at the minute. So
Oh, they're going Sams. He has been their leading wicket taker so far this season, Daniel Sams. Could be a good
he's
decision
been-
here.
yeah, I'm not surprised because I think they'll save Faruqi for the back end of the innings with his slower balls and his Yorkers. So
Yeah, I think it was the right decision to not play Faruqi here just yet. I think he, for me, needs to stick in. Oh, there we go. As the sideline report is currently on the screen, Daniel Sams is getting set up.
as Sams comes into short, no run there. I think the dot balls are building. I mean, there hasn't been a boundary since Faruqi's over, so something might have to give here.
By the way, make sure you tune in tomorrow. We won't be doing anything personally, but tomorrow there's the women's 5th T20 match, which is Australia versus India, and there's also Brisbane Heat versus Melbourne Renegades. Both of those will be pretty good games, so make sure you tune in and watch those.
As
On,
Sams
Fox
short
Sports.
flicks off his pads
Beautiful.
down there, a deep square leg, which will bring Lynn on strike. See, Short's 6 off 12, so Short's only going at 50.
Strike rate of 50.
Yeah, strike rate of 50. So he
A
needs
bit-
Lynn need to get going here.
Chris Lynn's going at a strike rate of obviously just 100, which
Yeah.
obviously is not a bad strike rate, but you'd expect more from Lynn. As Sam's with that
Sams into
trademark
Lynn.
T-Rex run in.
Lynn cuts that. as they just pick up singles. So they're going in singles and dots here. That I think they need to lift the run rate because the pressure's just going to build on for the likes of Jose, Rashid Khan, DeGront home.
Yeah.
See, the win predictor is a lot. It's a lot less. It's more even now. I mean, it's still 62-36, but I feel like it should be around 55-45 to be honest. As Sam's comes into short. Oh, that's a big
Holy.
short. That's the first 6 of the Strikers innings. As Short sends Sam's into the stands.
It's a great one as well, and that's put him back up at a 100 strike rate, 12 from 12 now.
Is this the boundary that gets the Strikers innings going?
I think this is the one that gets them going for sure. Beautiful shot there from Matt Short.
Mm.
And that's not. I mean, they're pretty short boundaries, but at the same time, that's a very good shot. As Lachlan's just disconnected now.
As Sam's comes into Short again, Short pulls off his back foot, and that
Another
is
6. Holy cow!
Short. As Sam's has already conceded 14 runs off his first over with 1 ball left, so very expensive. Maybe this is the decision maybe that bites him in the ass, but.
Sam's head down. He knows.
He knows
that
that's
wasn't the best of his. That wasn't. It was definitely not a good delivery of his for sure.
As Sam's comes in for the final ball to Matt Short. Short slaps that over cover, and that will go for it. Good stop in the outfield from McAndrew as they will pick up 3 runs.
And they only went 2 there.
Oh,
Surprisingly.
did they only go 2? I thought they went. No, I thought they would.
They would have had times for.
Anyways, that's a terrific over. Sam's expensive 16 off his first over. Strikers 1 for 41 off 6, and I'll pass it on to Noah.
Yeah, that was a really good fielding there from Nathan McAndrew. Good job to keep that in, and he's done really good job there. That just shows. I mean, he's only saved 2 runs there, but 2 runs can be very valuable towards the end of the game.
I agree.
As we see that big 6 put up by Matt Short again. What a shot that was.
That was a poor delivery. That's in the slot there, and then the ball afterwards was worse. It was just a nothing delivery, to be honest. Like, if you're going to get Short, you have to get it above his head. The Short's a tall man, and smack that.
Even that last delivery from Sam's was not good, and it was only Nathan McAndrew's fielding that saved another boundary. But at this stage, Thunder were 1 for 52, Strikers are 1 for 41, so they're catching back up now.
I think
like Cameron. Chris Green. Sorry,
this is a good move. Lynn's weaknesses against Lynn's. Lynn's weaknesses against spins. So this is a good move from the Thunder.
If I'm Lynn, I know he wants to go big, but if I'm Lynn, I'm getting off strike. I'm giving Short the strike here, as Green has a false start run up here. He'll go again right now. Chris Lynn on strike. Green comes in. Lynn hits it straight back to him. It's a dot ball to start. Chris Green's bowling for the night. Oh, do you reckon this is a good decision by the Thunder to bring in? Obviously,
very good decision. Very good decision. These two are not the greatest at playing spins, so I think this could get the breakthrough that they need.
So Chris Lynn just hammers that down, gives Matt Short time to get on strike, and it's exactly what you want. That's exactly what you want from Chris Lynn. Give Short the strike, and because Short is definitely a better player of spin than Chris Lynn is.
Definitely.
So Short's on strike. Will he attack Green early? He looks to attack him, but decides to hold.
That was an absolute pie.
Terrible shot there. I believe that looked like it was there to be hit, and he couldn't get under it. So it's a .1 and dot so far for Chris Green. Here he goes. That's a good shot from Short, and it will reach the rope. Short's off here early. He's 24 off 16. Beautiful
So
four.
Short was 6 off 12, and off his next 4, he has scored 18 runs.
Brilliant batting from Short here. He knew what he was doing to start. He knew he didn't want to go too full at it. So what's the next ball going to look like? Is he going to target him again? He will take the single, get Lynn on strike for the final ball. Good batting here from the strikers. They're knowing their limits, that they're knowing that exactly what they want to do. They're not going to try and target it too much. Chris Lynn here. As that is a pretty handy shot. I don't think it will reach the rope. Actually, it will. Chris Lynn's got 4 there.
Smart
And
batting.
the strikers are moving on very well. It's 1 for 55.
Whether it was
for the
flying
strikers.
leg there.
Tomorrow night at the I believe it's the GMHBA, or it might be the GHMBA.
HBA.
The Melbourne Renegades versus the Brisbane Heat in Geelong. Make sure you tune into that one. It's going to be a good game. It's at 6:45 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. That's when coverage starts. So that's Sydney and Melbourne time. The first ball will be bowled at 6:15 Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is 7:15 Australian Eastern Daylight Time. So strikers 1 for 51 here so far. Short will be on strike again, which is a perfect decision.
As Doggett comes into the attack.
I feel like they'll be really looking to punish Doggett here.
I reckon they will as well.
Because their target, there are still 100 off the target, and they've got 13 overs to get it.
Yeah,
so they won't be panicking too much.
They got plenty of time. As Doggett steams into short.
And that's a drop ball to start.
No run.
Brandon Doggett.
Doggett into short again. As Short slaps that through the covers, but it'll just be the one, which will bring Lynn on strike. Short moves to 26 off 15. Oh, maybe that's why they brought Doggett on.
Why is that?
Because
So,
apparently Doggett's got Lynn out 3 times.
Has he?
Yeah.
Well, here's Lynn now.
Lynn drives down the ground. We'll pick up a single down to mid-off. Bring Short back on strike.
I believe this may have been a few nights ago. And
Yeah, it was.
That was when Doggett got Lynn out in that terrible loss for the Thunder, where they only scored 15 runs.
Yeah. As Doggett comes into Matt Short.
Holy cow!
Shot.
That's the biggest of the night so far.
That's the biggest of the night as Matt Short moves on to 32. That was a nothing delivery from Doggett, and Short made him pay as Short moves on to 32. Strikers 1 for 59. They've definitely picked up the run rate now.
Definitely big 6 there from Short. And I'm telling you what, if you're telling me Matt Short and Chris Lynn are at the crease together, and one of them has hit 3 sixes in the past couple overs, I'm thinking it's Chris Lynn, but Matt Short, he's on fire.
Short's been amazing as Doggett comes into Short again. Oh, outside edge, and we'll pick up a single down to third man.
Oh, they go for the 2. Brilliant running. Brilliant running.
Great running from Matt Short.
10 off the over so far, and the first 3 balls were .11, so brilliant over so far.
You want to find hilarious? About 2 overs ago, the strikers were 1 for 26.
The strikers are only 2 behind what the Thunder were at this point in the game.
Yeah. As Doggett comes into Short,
That'll be a dot ball.
Short defends that. for no run, but still been a fantastic over from the strikers. As
I think they'll bring Green back on now, considering
Green has to come back on. What
Lynn's
happened
on
to
strike.
Tanvi Sanger? Is he injured or something? I think he needs to be playing.
Yeah, Tanvir Sanger, he was honestly he was one of my favorite players to watch the past couple
He
of
was
seasons.
brilliant
I'm not
last
sure.
year. Oh, McAndrews come on to bowl now.
Okay, so they've done pretty much what the strikers have done, except they bowled obviously Sandhu for 3 overs to start and Fariki for 2, and now they've changed up bowlers. They went Green, they went Doggett, they've gone Nathan McAndrew now. And they went Sams for an over at some point as well. So switching up bowlers a lot here, the Thunder. I think they're just trying to figure out what works because they know the strikers are really trying to get ahead of this now. The strikers are only 18 runs behind balls needed to face, so they know for sure what they need to do is Lynn's sort of edged that away for one there.
Yeah.
But Lynn's doing his job. He's getting short on strike, which is exactly what he needs to be doing at this point. Very good innings here from short. So
Brad
far.
says, boys, strikers could honestly win it this year. I agree with you. With the batting they've
I
got and
think
the
so, yeah.
bowlers they've got, 100%. This
Yeah,
is
of course we
the
reckon.
thing is as well. This is going to absolutely hurt the Thunder's net run rate as well, because if the strikers do this with 8 wickets left, then
Oh, good delivery there. Dot ball for Nathan McAndrew. 4 balls remaining in the over as shorts on strike. Look at Fazal Farooqi sitting there signing. I think the cap's just dropped. I'm not sure what Fazal is doing. He's just dropped a fan's cap.
that's
point the
all
fan
right.
can't even
I'm
pick
sure
it
the
up.
security guard will be very nice and pick it up for him.
Hopefully so as short. Another very unconvincing shot there played from short. He's had some convincing shots tonight and a few unconvincing ones as well. But that'll get Lynn back on strike. As the WinViz says, strikers are 88% chance to win this game with Thunder 12% chance. So I completely agree. I think Thunder is still in this, but only if they get a couple of wickets within the next few overs.
They started off well, but then when Sam's putting,
Davies has been subbed off.
oh jeez,
Has he injured himself possibly?
possibly.
I'm not sure who's on. Maybe Cutting might be.
Yeah, it could be. I'm pretty sure it is Cutting.
You think if it is Cutting, then he would possibly bowl a few overs at some point.
Oh no! Look at what Faraz said in the chat.
No, try sending the link to me. I'll join through phone and talk with you lads. But if it cuts out, I'll leave straight away because I noticed Lachlan isn't there anymore. So I might help in if it works. Faraz, I'll try sending the link to you, mate, but I'm not too sure it will work. Let me try it. As Lynn, another run there. So one run, a dot, 1.1 so far in the over. Nathan McAndrew, good over. So we currently have 2 viewers in the chat. Thank you, everyone who's viewed this tonight. Thanks, everyone, for joining in. I mean, I know it's tough considering we can't actually share on the screen the game that we're watching, but thank you so much for joining anyway. It means a lot to us. Good over there from McAndrew. 4 runs off it. 86 needed off 66 balls. As we're looking at a classic catch here from short. They've shown this a few times tonight. That absolute classic catch from him. Jump up catch. Brilliant.
Superman.
Exactly. Matthew Short.
Surely Faraj can join. I'm sure. I thought he said he was busy tonight, but I know he is busy, but I'm sure it's probably just finished right now. So
Yeah, for sure. I think Faraz will be trying to join. I've sent the link through to him. If he can join, he will join. If his phone starts cutting out, though, he said he may not be able to. But this is your over.
Sams comes into short hits that into the gap for 4 runs. So short looking to put the foot on the pedal here as he moves on to 40. Yeah, Striker's looking to do this in a hurry.
as they should, in my opinion. But I believe
They're
they should
making this
for their net run rate.
like 150. It's an underpass score, but it's not the worst score. They're just making this score look easy.
Well, the strikers have to remember that. Oh,
Oh, short again
holy cow!
into the second tier. Oh,
He'll be
he's
leading
slow.
run scorer at the end of this. At the end
As
of this
Sam's
month,
is
my
leaking
words.
runs, something that Sam's does not do.
But as I was saying before, I think the strikers currently have the best net run rate in the competition, which is +4. I think it's positive 4.06 or something, because of that special win against the Thunder a couple of nights ago where they kept them to 15. But if they win here with 20 or so balls remaining, that'll do more wonders, and it'll make sure their net run rate remains in the positive for the whole tournament, even if they go on to lose most of the games.
As Sam's comes into short again, around the wicket this time. A short
Oh
Through the
my!
again for 4. He's
50's
giving
up.
Sam's a laugh here.
50's up for short here. It's been a brilliant batting display for Matty Short, and you see there 6 4s and 4 6s so far from the innings, and all of those 6s have come from Matthew Short, and most of those 4s as well. As he's raising the bat
Oh,
now, I
Short
don't think
hits 50 runs for Matt Short. Well played. He's had a
I don't
brilliant
think he,
start to
yeah.
the tournament so far.
I don't think he realised how many how he actually reached 50 there at first. I think he had to wait for the crowd to be
So
cheering
Short
him on
is-
that much.
Hang on, I'll tell you something after as Sam's comes into short. Just getting off strike there, well deserved. So Short's 51 off 29. He was 6 off 12. Off the next 17 balls, he has scored 50. Sorry, not 50. He scored
45.
45 runs. Jeez.
45 of 7. See, this is exactly what Alex Hales should have been doing with his innings when he was going the way he was going.
I know.
He should have finished up with a score a lot better than he did.
Oh, and that's a wide from Sam's. I thought it was a wide as well. So
Yeah, I was wondering why it wasn't called at first. Lynn really had to jump up and try and reach for that, and he didn't even get any bat on it. We see the replay here. Yeah, that's a wide.
as Sam steams into Lynn. Lynn drop and run. Oh no. And
They definitely should have gone Lynn's end there.
if I'm Matt Short, if I'm the strikers coach, Jason Gillespie, I'm just telling Matt Short just to go for it. As Faraz said, nah, it's not working, lads. I'll just join the next one. That's all good, mate.
Yeah. Anyway,
You've
thanks for us.
You've contributed heaps, so it's all good.
Yeah, it's
As
fine.
Sam's,
We got it
Sam's
tonight, mate.
short for the final ball of the over. Short hits it down to the fielder, as that will bring an end to the 9th over. To the 10th over, as it's drinks now, and the strikers are 1 for 83. What a start!
Yeah, definitely. Great start there. Great start.
I'm just gonna quickly just grab my drink bottle. It's right next to me, so I'll be sick.
I've got to go grab my drink bowl as well. So we'll be right back after the drinks break.
Yep.
If I can find the fucking thing. Okay, there it is. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We are back here, right now. I'll be getting this next over, and obviously we'll continue on with what we've been doing. I don't think Lachlan will be back. Sadly, I haven't had any update from him yet.
Well, Noah,
Um,
listen to this. Latrell Mitchell's officially signed till 2027. Cody Walker's officially signed till 2025.
that's exactly what you want to
Hmm.
hear about if you're a Rabbitohs fan right now. As my mouse seems to not be working right now, so I can't currently get off the drinks break screen. This is a bit embarrassing, but I'll still commentate anyway. Matt Short's on strike. Chris Green bowls in towards him. Nothing.
Does your mouse just have little stuff ups every now and then, or?
I think it might just be. It honestly could be out of battery now. So stand by. I'll try and get this fixed up, but I'll keep commentating this over. Short.
Oh, how
they
did
missed an
stump him
easy
there?
stumping.
That's a wide as well, but you'd rather have a wide and short out then.
Exactly. Short. Would it have been a stumping if he got it?
No,
Actually, Short was back in anyway.
Short was
Very good
quick.
reach. That's a good shot there to get himself off strike, get Chris Lynn on strike. As hopefully I've got this fixed up here. I have. Okay, welcome back, everyone.
There
It's
we
good to
go.
be back. As here comes Green to Lynn this time. They're calling two by the look of it. They'll get it. Very good running. Very,
Could have
very
been
good
maybe
running.
got 3 there, but
Yeah, I think Lynn on strike was saying, no, my legs can't handle it, mate. Chris Lynn obviously getting on in age a bit. As I think
Yeah.
my mouse has just died again.
well,
that's
at least
very-
we won't have to go to any drinks breaks or anything. So
The only time I need my mouse is when I need to end the stream, though. But I think the next over you're commentating, I'll quickly go out. I'll
Yeah,
get my 2 batteries to
Yeah.
make sure it works. But I'll finish off this over first. Green, he hasn't been too bad. I mean, he's leagued 15, but this over he has been pretty good so far. Short
he's
will
been
get that
probably
down
the
ground.
best. He's probably been the best bowler for Thunder like in this game besides Faruqi. But
I'm not sure. I'd say Sandu from his
yeah,
first
he's
couple
been
overs. Sandu's been pretty good as well. He only leaked like 7 runs from his first 3 overs, Sandu. So for me, it's him. But I'd like to see what happens if they bowl him now. Ooh, that was a good throw at the stumps there from Faruqi.
Anyway, you can duck out and grab some batteries.
I'll duck out now, boys. I'll leave you in the safe hands of Dave Oss, who will commentate this next over.
All good. All right, so we have got the strikers at 1 for 90 off 11 overs. Chris Lynn 26 of 24. Matt Short 54 off 33. Brilliant innings for both so far. As Mick Andrew will come on to bowl. Strikers need a breakthrough. Oh, sorry, not strikers. Thunder need a breakthrough here. Otherwise, this could get really ugly. If anyone's in the chat, comment who'll end up with more runs, Lynn or Short. As McAndrew comes into boulder short off his back foot, punches that through, it gets through the infield, so he'll pick up a couple. And that'll take. Oh, sorry, that's Lynn. So Lynn will move on to 28, playing a solid innings, a good support role to Matt Short, which is what the strikers need. And I think they're looking to do this in a bit of a hurry. So, good by Lynn there. As McAndrew comes in again to Lynn. Oh, that is He's bowled there, and Lynn departs for 28, and that is the breakthrough that the Thunder need. Strikers 2 for 92. Lynn bowled by McAndrew out for 28 off 25.
It
So
looks like
Lynn-
I've got back at just the right time as Lynn departs.
Big wicket there. And I think Jose will come in, and Jose's been in very good form. So
Chris Lynn goes. Bowled by McAndrew, 28-26. Not exactly the best knock of his career. Not a very it was a pretty crucial one though. He did his job.
It was
He
a
got
crucial-
out of the way.
He needs the
He
support.
kept short on strike. As they bat pretty deep here. They do bat pretty deep. The
Hey, but
Strikers.
even Wes Agar can slog a few. So
He can still a few. You got Rashid Khan, you got Harry Nelson, you've got Kelly, you've got the Grandhome still to come, and then obviously Jose's just come in now. So
he's a
it's-
very good player, underrated player, Jose.
his fielding as well in the first innings was very good. As it's nice to actually have my mouse back and working again. As here's Jose getting set up
As
for this.
McAndrew to Jose. Jose won't get off the mark as he just drives that straight to mid off.
Been a pretty good game so far. The Strikers look well on top in this game, but I mean, you never know. One or two more wickets, especially if they get out short, that could change something. Two new batters at the crease, none of them
That
set.
is very true.
Does some funny
saw what
things.
happened with the Scorchers yesterday as McAndrew comes into Jose. Jose squirts and that'll get him off the mark.
Good over so far from Nathan McAndrew. 3 runs off of it, 4 balls bowled, and one of them wasn't a wicket.
Do you reckon maybe a match short hundreds on the cards?
It could possibly. I don't think so. I think just because of the amount that he owned. Like if he wasn't chasing, if they were setting a score, I'd say possibly.
See, this is just lazy. This is lazy fielding from the Thunder.
Like other than that one Nathan McAndrew effort on the boundary, it really looks like they don't care if their total gets chased down.
Yeah, I know.
Which is, it's not good to see for the game.
It's sad.
Because the Strikers, all they have to really do here is go. What are they? 56 off 49 needed. They just really need a run of ball, a couple boundaries here and there, and they're in.
Yeah, as McAndrew comes into short, wide Yorker, there's short squirts that out to deep third man, as that'll end the 12th over, as the Strikers are 2 for 96. Jose off 1 and
I
short.
reckon. Oh, sorry. I reckon they'll take a power play here
I think they
possibly.
should as well.
because I think they'll want to get it over and done with as soon as possible. So
What's
I'm not sure
happening?
what
Here?
they're showing a replay here of what happened. I'm not too
I think
sure.
if I'm the, I mean, you take it when short's in, because if short gets out, then
Yeah, 2 new batters at the crease. They may be thinking we don't even need to take it at all. So
you just might as well take it though. I mean, if you'd rather 2 fielders out than. I think that's your turn to comment. No.
oh yeah, thank you. So yeah, I'm not sure what are they showing here.
Oh no, they're showing because McAndrew was like, oh, that's middle stump. So
Oh yeah. Okay, here goes Doggett. Fended away pretty nicely. Here they go. They
Oh,
run
see,
back now.
this is what I'm talking about. This is lazy.
They're letting them. They're not even really putting a strain on them like that. Yes, that was always going to be one run, but they could have made them work for that. Really worry.
Dave, our thoughts on Bangladesh for the 2023 ODI World Cup, how far they can go. I think they can go really far. Bangladesh's format is definitely ODIs, and they play well with the likes of, I don't know if Tamim will be there, but they've got some good bowls like Tusky.
That's a bad delivery. Very bad delivery from Doggett.
Well,
That
that's
was
an
absolute fiber
absolute
delivery.
and short made him
And-
pay.
And Short didn't even look like he hit that well, and still makes it over for 6. Short has 5 sixes in the game so far, and he has all the strikers 6s.
Yeah, I know. Top six ODI sides. I've got not in order. I've got Australia, England, New Zealand, Pakistan, India, and probably tough one. You probably have to say like, who's better between Bangladesh and Sri Lanka?
Would you have South Africa up there as an idea?
Oh yeah, South Africa. Sorry, it'll be South Africa actually. Yeah,
Yeah, but they are a pretty good
they're a
side.
very good ODI team, South Africa. So yeah, and then Bangladesh would be a 7th, and then probably Sri Lanka 8th, and then West Indies 9th.
So the strugglers here still haven't taken the power surge.
I think they'll wait a bit.
I think they'll wait until they need like 20 runs left.
South
left to
Africa
go.
going down. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I mean, Faf's retired. Duplessis. I saw not Duplessis. Fucking De Villiers is retired. So, yeah, for sure.
That's whipped away nicely by Short. Could get 2 runs here if the fielding's lazy again, but it's not this time. Good fielding. That's Nathan McAndrew again. He's been the only
He's the
Sunday
only
player
one that
really
looks like he's trying.
Good over so far from the strikers. 9 off of it. 1 ball remaining. Chris Green's trying to direct traffic.
If you have any more
46
questions,
minutes.
leave it in the comments. We'll answer them.
Yeah, for
Because
sure. Into them between
it's like a
balls.
smoothie run trace. So
He said mine are Oz, something, India, New Zealand, Pakistan.
yeah, what the hell is that flag there?
ZA, is that
I think he means.
I'm guessing it's Oz England. I'm guessing England.
I think he means England. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what a black flag means, but
Oz, India. Sorry, Oz, England, India, New Zealand, Pakistan. Is that
that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Z? What's the last one?
South Africa.
Yeah, for me, it just shows up. I don't see any flags or anything. I just see AU.
It says England. I
IM,
don't know why it's coming up as black. Yeah, that's fair. You possibly could swap India and England, but England are pretty good. So
Yeah, India are a very good ODI team, in my opinion.
yeah, definitely.
England, not so much. They can be, but and South Africa are up there always in most formats. As Fazal Faruqi will come back on. Sorry, not Faraz.
Faraz coming on to vote.
I believe, is this your over here, Davis?
This is my over. Yeah.
That's good. I have Bangladesh over South Australia, sorry, South Africa, but I wait for 2023 World Cup to make it official.
Rookie to Jose.
Yeah, that's
Jose digs that out, and that'll be dot ball. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, Bangladesh are pretty good, but at ODIs, but South Africa you can't. Like when you've got a bowling attack of like Rio Rabada, they still got some. They got some good young players coming through. So they got the mini De Villiers. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what his name is, but he's apparently a gun. So yeah. As we got Faruqi to Jose. What the hell was that? That was like a slow ball bouncer.
Whatever it was, it's working. Another dot ball for Fazal Faruqi there. 45 minutes, about 40 deliveries. They're going at a very good pace here, the strikers. They're making
Definitely.
sure. I mean,
Especially with the start they had. This is a terrific
exactly.
game.
Well, I think they always had it in control, and they were sure that that's what they wanted to do.
As Faruqi comes into bowl to Jose. Jose whips that off his toes down to McAndrew for a single, which will bring Short back on strike. Harry Faraz is a Bangladesh fan. He's a Bangladesh fan. as Faruqi comes into short. Oh, see, Faruqi's bowling
Very
some
good delivery. He's still got an over left after this one as well. So
I reckon you just have to bowl them out. You have to bowl them out. If they want any chance of winning, they have to bowl them out. See, that's like a back of the hand. Actually, that's not. I don't know whether that's a back of the hand slow ball, but
it's going very well so far for Ricky.
they're off. As Faruqi comes into short again.
Oh,
that's a big shout. Nah, I think that's outside.
Will that run to the right? That'll be 2 buys.
I think that'll be buys, I reckon.
Yeah, well,
Leg
I thought it was
buys.
going to run to the right.
I could have got an inside edge on
buys. Guess we'll get confirmation now.
I think the key players for Bangladesh to cover your point is
Harry
Shakib.
says doesn't Faraz go for Bangladesh?
Yeah, he
Or
does
is he a
go.
Pakistan fan? Yeah, he goes for Bangladesh, but he also goes for Australia. But I think he prefers Bangladesh though. I think the key players for Bangladesh to cover your point are Shakib, Das, Tuscan, and Tamim. And that spinner, why is his name that?
It's I think you're talking about Mahedi Hussain. Yeah, he's good. Mahedi's good. Shakib's a gun. Das is an absolute freak at the top. Tuscan's one of the most improved white ball bowlers. Absolute freak. So yeah, they're definitely a dangerous side when they're on.
South Africa are a good side, but they ain't the same anymore after Faf and AB retired.
I think I agree with you with that, but then you've also got to realise that they've also got players they've got like Van der Dussen, they've got Riley Rousseau, got David Miller who can slog them, and then their bowling attack's still very good. Like you've got Nort, I can't pronounce the names, like Nokia. You got Nokia, you got Rabada. You got Pretorius. You've got the batsman Aidan Markram. So they've still got some quality. They're a quality side, South Africa, but I do agree with you. They are on the decline.
As Nathan McAndrew will have this next over here. He's been bowling well. He's 1 from 10.
He's the only bowler that has impressed me. So I think that's your turn now. So
yeah, it is. I think I've been impressed by Fazal Faruqi and Sandhu
he's been
as well.
good for Faruqi.
Sandhu's impressed me as well, but McAndrew, even in the field, he's really impressed today. He's been giving 100% effort. As beautiful shot that will reach Sam. So is that only going to be 1?
Yeah, it's a good,
very
shot.
well hit shot for a 1 run. I'll tell you that much. What do you think? Are you thinking after this over? They're thinking maybe power play.
I think I mean, I think you've definitely got to take the surge, I reckon.
You have another question there for you, Davos. Harry Rex says, no, they do, Davos, but South Africa team back then was scary and hard to beat. These days, their batting is vulnerable, but bowling still boasts a lot.
I couldn't agree more with you there. I mean, back in the day when they had like Duplessis, they had De Kock, they had De Villiers, Duminy, Miller, they were scary. Like you did not want to bowl to that. But now it's like it's still good now, but it's not as scary. But I do agree with you there. But their bowling attack is definitely their strength. Like, yeah, I'll give Noah this to me.
Definitely, McAndrew. Oh, they're appealing that short gone.
Unless he's hit that, that's plum.
Will he review it? I don't think he's going to.
Unless he's hit that, that's.
He's sending it upstairs. I mean, you might as well. You don't get to keep DRSs for other games, so
yeah.
I mean, he might as well. They're only 40 away. I don't think they're going to lose any, no matter what. But
yeah, unless he's
hit the volume to hear what. I turn up the volume to hear what's being said here.
Pace McAndrew. It's come out of nowhere.
As I said, McAndrew, he's been very impressive to start. Now, the front foot is good. Here's the delivery.
Oh, no. No, that's
No,
oh.
that's plum.
Okay, it's either hitting it's either hitting leg or it's going to be umpire's call, which with either unless he's hit it.
You roll that through. There's a gap on the left-hand side. Keep rolling that through. Keep rolling it through. Thank you. First impact is pad. Can we move to ball tracking when available?
That'll be
It'll be umpire's call, I reckon.
Richard's decision is
I think it's gonna be
out.
hitting.
Footing is in line.
Yeah.
Impact is in
Oh
line.
yeah, that's yeah.
Sean on field. I'll ask you to
Brilliant
stay
delivery
with
from Nathan
Richards.
McAndrew.
Out, and I'll let
Short is gone. Short will depart. And strikers now. That's a very big wicket. They need like 40 or 30 or something like that.
Okay, now
So
that
it's
now the
gonna be
plan
well.
changes now. What I reckon the strikers need to do, leave the power surge to as late as possible.
Exactly. They need to make sure they're winning this game.
And to answer your question, Harry, yes, Sri Lanka and West Indies are definitely the biggest fall-offs. I don't think it'll be long till Sri Lanka are good again because they've got some really good young spinners in that. Wick Sharma, Hasaranga, and I've got some good batters as well, like Asalanka and all those players. West Indies, I don't know where they're going to go from here. I mean, when they had Bravo, when they had Gale, when they had Russell in their prime, they were fucking scary. But now they've got like no one. Like Hetmeyer's a good young player, but I don't think he takes his cricket like. The whole thing with the West Indies is that they don't take their cricket seriously. They're a piss take of a team.
Definitely. As the Grundholm is now on strike. Yeah, this could. I'm not saying anything just yet, but is somebody saying Super Oval? I know we're a long way out, but I mean, you never know. 33 balls left. So that's guided away nicely. That should be just one. 33 balls left, I believe. They need 38 possibly to win, or it might be, actually, no, it might be 40 still. So 40 off the last 32 deliveries now. They're not on the chokehold just yet. This should definitely still be a strikers win.
Yeah.
Because, we're actually a bit far behind, I'm sorry. I've just skipped back to where we are now. McAndrews just got hit for 4 on his second last ball of the over.
To answer your question, Harry, yeah, Sri Lanka will definitely be good again in T20s, and I hope they are in ODIs as well. And test their hard to beat, but like I said, like Bangladesh is starting to come back to good again, and so is Afghanistan. For sure, Afghanistan are a very good team actually. I think they're a bit underrated, but they need to develop more pace bowlers.
That's the last ball of the over now.
Or that could be boundary nuts.
It'll be stopped by Ross, who loses his pants in the middle of making that stop, and it'll be 2 on the last ball. 34 off 30 required. We're in for a good end to this game, I believe. Now I've only got about 10 or 15 minutes left before I actually have to go because I did make a promise, but I will stay on for as long as possible. I think the game should be done in 10 to 15 minutes time. But just in case, I'll be back in 2 seconds. So you take us to the next over.
I'll take over so far. Predictions for the next 3 games. Okay, so let me just get up the BBL. Let me just get up the BBL fixtures. So Renegades, Brisbane Heat. I got the Brisbane Heat winning that. Sixers versus Hurricanes. I'm going to go the Sixers to get their first win of the tournament. And Stars versus Scorchers. I'm going to tip my Melbourne Stars to upset the Scorchers. As we've got Faruqi coming in to bowl out his final over. I think this is a smart move as they need to. Oh, and the strikers are taking the power surge. Yes, Bangladesh did play South Africa in ODIs, and I'm pretty sure Bangladesh won because I'm pretty sure Tuscan absolutely tore them apart. So, yeah, Bangladesh definitely played well as Faruqi comes into the grunt home, and that is a very good delivery, the slow ball bouncer. He's got good change-ups, Faruqi. and that's his first and last short ball he can bowl in this over. It's an absolute freak, Farouk. He can zip him through for a short fella, and he's good pace and good change ups, so he's going to be hard to get away. As Faruqi comes into De Grandhomme smacks that down the ground for nothing. I will have a look and see who won that series. Harry, let me just get it up. Yep, so Bangladesh ended up winning that series. Hang on, let me just double check. So earlier this year, Bangladesh won the series 2-1. And yeah, they played really well.
Hello, I'm back.
As Faruqi comes into De Grandhomme, brilliant Yorker from Faruqi, and De Grandhomme digs that out.
So now, they've taken the power surge.
They have taken the power surge, yes.
And it's ... so far in a power surge over.
Nick Andrew has to be picked, yes, I agree with you. But then who comes out for Stanger? Who comes out for Sanger, though? Maybe Sams gets dropped because Sams was bloody hopeless.
Yeah, honestly, well, Nathan McAndrew's a bit more of an all-rounder. Sam's been pretty shit recently. I mean, I know he's second in wickets taken this tournament.
Yeah, but he's leaked a lot of bloody runs. All right, so we got Faruqi to De Grandhomme. De Grandhomme whacks that down the ground. Oh, it could be run out. No. It was in South Africa. Actually, hang on, let me just double check. No, it was in South Africa. And Tuskin Ahmed ended up winning the player of the series. He was fantastic.
There's Faruqi. This is a good over so far. ... 1.
Sams gets wickets, yes, but Sams also leaks runs as well. And the Thunder have enough pace bowlers to pick up his slack. So as Faruqi comes into Jose, and that's a brilliant. Faruqi's bowled absolutely fantastic tonight. He's been outstanding.
I'll tell you what, if this is another dot ball, 33 of 24. This has been a very good over. Only one from the over so far.
Faruqi's been fantastic.
He's had a great game tonight. He's a very short fella as well, like you said earlier. Very short fella, but somehow gets a lot of pace on it.
He bowls bloody like rockets.
Little pocket rocket. What can he do on this final ball?
On Faruqi to Jose. As Jose smacks that through the covers, and that is 4 runs. So
that's a very unlucky delivery for
Faruqi's not happy with himself, but it's fantastic.
It wasn't exactly a bad delivery either. It was just brilliant batting from Jose. That'll be the end of Faruqi's night. He's done 4 overs.
Brilliant start from Faruqi. Yeah, actually was in South Africa, Harry. Which actually makes the Bangladesh win even more impressive, to be honest.
The fact there was only 5 runs off that over in a power surge. Sorry, go on, Davis.
No, I was just going to say that it was great from Bangladesh to beat South Africa on their home soil, which was good. But yeah, Faruqi was fantastic tonight.
You'd have to say, would you say McAndrew gets the next over? Oh, and he does.
Yeah, I
just
think
about to
they have to go for the kill here. They have to go for the kill.
McAndrew's getting this next over.
Oh, definitely. 5 runs in a power surge is it's not impressive. It's just amazing. That's a horrible delivery. That is an absolute. That's horrible. That's
very unlucky for Nathan McAndrew. As that just gifts them.
I think. Do you review it? Actually, no, you don't review it. That's just shocking.
Oh, leg bias. Sorry.
That's not a good delivery. You just gifted a free boundary there. So
As Chris Green's trying to argue something, I'm not sure what could possibly argue about that.
I think he's. I think I don't think he. I think Green's arguing that he didn't hit it. But that's all right. No, he hit that. He hit that onto his foot, and then. Do you guys play cricket? And if you did, hang on. After this ball, quickly, all done. No, have you ever played? Did you ever play cricket or?
I haven't played it in a club yet. I'm planning on doing it hopefully one day. I do like bowling a bit more, but I'd like to be a bowling all rounder, honestly, if I had a choice.
I did play for a club called West Bentley, down in Victoria. I was a off spinner, so I didn't take many wickets, but I was economical at stage. I didn't get to bowl much though because my team was pretty good. But we made it to the granny one year, got pumped, but it was all right though. Yeah, but I don't play anymore though, so that's a great shot from Jose. Because cricket's just one of those sports where I love watching it, but I don't particularly like playing. I like playing it, but not as much as I do watching it. Harry? Do you play cricket, and if so, for what club? Oh no, you'd be sick. Like if in like the BBL intro for like the lineups they did like what? Yeah, like in Origin, how they do what was your like junior club?
Junior club, yeah. McAndrew, Jose gets a bit fancy with it. No result from that. 19 runs needed, 20 deliveries left to go. I have 6 more minutes that I'm available for. Really commentate these last 2 balls, then I'll try and get an update. Hopefully the strikers can end this game sometime soon. By the way, thank you to everyone who's joined in on this so far. We've had 3 hours worth of stream so far, and it's been absolutely brilliant as de Grandhomme gets that. That'll be 1 run. Last ball of the over. Hopefully McAndrew actually hurries up and bowls it pretty quickly.
Oh, that's good, Harry. Yeah, I mean, I've never heard of Miracle before, but yeah, it will be good to get back into cricket. I like watching cricket, but I don't I mean, I like playing it, but not as much as I do watching. Like, it's just one of those sports where I just prefer to watch the professionals do their work. So,
for me, cricket's my favourite sport to play. Honestly, it's really up there. It's McAndrew's final delivery of the power surge, and that'll just be no run. Okay.
Idea. Actually, yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11 off that over. So in total, I believe it's 17 off the power surge. Not too bad, but not exactly a great power surge.
I've got a question for you. For the ICC World Cup in the 50 overs, do you reckon any of the lower tier nations will make it? I feel like maybe Ireland could make it.
Yeah, possibly. I'm not too sure. Honestly, I haven't seen too many lower tier nations play.
Yeah, I think Ireland, because Ireland are actually quite good. They're just like they beat England this year in the T20 World Cup. I mean, England fans are gonna rant and rave. I mean, good on them, they won the World Cup, but like Ireland played pretty damn well that game. So
yeah, definitely. As I'll be back in 1 second, I'll let you take over this over.
Oh, good. I'll take over this over. No stress, bro. Oh, this is a big over. Dog it to de Grandhomme. Dog it to de Grandhomme. Oh, that is an that's over. 6 runs for de Grandhomme. That is a horrible delivery from Doggett, and he makes them pay. That relieves all the pressure and makes it 12 runs needed from 17 balls. I hope this isn't offensive, but since he's not here, do you think it's weird Faraz goes for Sixers and Broncos? But is it just passion for it? I don't know. I mean, Faraz lives in Sydney, so it's not surprising seeing him go for the Sixers. But Broncos are a big club, not even just in Brisbane, but all over the country. So I'm not surprised that he goes for Broncos. I mean, I know he's loved the Broncos ever since he was born. De Grandhomme punches that down the ground for one, which will bring Jose back on the strike. Your dad was a Souths fan, but a Renegades fan. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you can go for any team you want. Like, for example, I mean, all my teams that I support in sport are in Victoria, besides my Mighty Queens and Maroons. But it doesn't phase you. I mean, just because you live in a certain state, that doesn't mean that you have to go for that team. But yeah, that's definitely not offensive at all, Harry. So yeah, we're up for criticism, and we're up for we're happy to correct stuff if you're not sure, and you're more than welcome to ask. Oh, and the reverse round from Jose does not pay off. No, he loves the Broncos, but I'd love to hear what made him go for Broncos. Good on him. He must love it when they win like the Sixers. Yeah, he definitely does. I mean, Fraz is probably one of the most passionate Broncos fans I know. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he started watching rugby league since he was little, and he's always been a big Broncos fan, and he loves it when they win. As Doggett bowls to Jose, and that or the push for two. No, they won't. Because New South Wales will probably New South Wales. A lot of New South Wales team dislike the Broncos, but I don't like any. I don't like many New South Wales teams. I mean, the only teams I do like is Sharks and Rabbitohs, but that's it.
Okay.
Who do you go for, Harry? Who do you go for in NRL? As Doggett to De Grandhomme. Why De Grandhomme slashes that over, and that'll just be the one run there. Oh, they come back for two. Oh, that is really close.
If that's a run out, this could change the momentum of the game. We'll have a look.
Ask him your DMs and tell him next stream. My dad's a South fan because his favourite player. Yeah, I mean, Jai Arrow is my favourite player from the South because I love Jai Arrow. But yeah, that's fair. I'll ask Faraz. I'll make sure to ask Faraz for the next stream. That looked out. He needs to dive there. Oh, he's gone.
He is.
Oh, Josh Dixon's on. G'day, Josh.
That's out.
That is out. The Grandhomme's gone. Leaves it up to Jose now. So who do you send out next? Do you send Rashid Khan out or do you send Kelly out? I think you have to send Rashid Khan out.
I'm sending Kelly out because Rashid's gonna, I reckon, will just throw his wicket away.
Yeah, but then you also need to. I think but Rashid's more experienced though. Whereas it looks like they're sending Kelly out. Harry, you're a Sharks fan. Yeah, good on you. I mean, Sharks are one of my favourite teams as well. Love Nico Hines, my favourite player, as well as Ronaldo Mulatalo.
The lucky thing is, although they did get that one, as the wicket time is still going down. My goodness, why do they have to wait 40 seconds? But as they do send, at least they got Jose on strike. They only need 9 left. I'll try and commentate the next over.
But anything can happen. I mean, that was a big wicket there. I mean, set batsman, De Grandhomme's out. I mean. They just have to rotate the strike, to be honest. They don't need to do anything too extraordinary. I mean, their net run rate's already so good. And Harry, it must have been pretty bad when Sharkies played Rabbitohs. Must have been a bit of a scrap in your household because Dad goes for Souths and you go for Sharks. So, yeah, great season from the Sharks though. Definitely, I think they'll improve heaps, to be honest.
Was Kelly on strike? It says Jose.
Comes into Kelly. Kelly squirts that through the covers and will get off the mark with his first ball. So that is the end of the 17th over. Strikers 4 for 143, Jose 21, Kelly 1, and I'll leave that to Noel now.
Yeah, I've got about a minute 50 left in me here before I have to go do my thing. So I'll cover as many balls as I can.
All right. What about you go do your thing now? Come back when you're done, and I'll just stay on here till. I'm happy. All I'll do is just answer questions. So.
I won't be able to. I won't be able to come back. I've booked myself in to talk to one of my friends, and I can wait for. Yeah, I can wait for a minute or so, but I think as is, I don't think this will take too long. Honestly, I feel like it's going to get over. I'll commentate a few balls. I'll tell you when I have to get going. I'll stay here, but I'll just be listening in. But I'll be looking that way, obviously, and then
fair enough. Yeah, we definitely have it easy with the
end the stream once we're done.
Yeah, still not going from ninth to top 4, and even in the top 2 is still outstanding. Josh, I'm definitely down for a chat afterwards. So yeah, for sure. Hopefully Kelly just wants to smack it, like just maybe. Hopefully Kelly just smacks it.
As Sandu's lining up here. Sandu, he's been their best bowler for most of the night. He'll come in for this. And that'll be 1 run. I don't think it'll be any more.
I'm sure it'll finish in the next 5 minutes, I reckon. But I know you've got to go soon, so.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, hang on. I've got an idea. Stay on here, but keep yourself muted.
Yep.
And then I'll just let you know when it's done, and then you can just end it.
Yeah, for sure. I will. I'll definitely be doing that because I can stay on here at least to listen, but I just won't be able to speak.
Yeah. Harry, I definitely do remember when Fraz gave the Sharks a B-. I thought that was a bit of a joke, to be honest. They deserved an A, I reckon, coming top 2.
As that next ball, is that 2 runs there?
They need 2.
Brilliant
running. So they need 3 to win off 9 balls. I'm sure they'll try hit a boundary here.
I think isn't that 5 off 10 or has it just not ticked over yet?
So it's 5 off 10 now. So they need sorry, they don't need 3. I mean, I thought I was ahead, but
yeah, definitely. As I'll get on strike.
We've got Sandu to Jose. Reverse ramp. What a shot from Jose. That is a fantastic shot.
Now, is that 4 from Jose? If so, scores are tied up. I'll be able to stay on here until they win because they should win off this last ball. It's been an absolute.
That is a reverse. Well, that is a fantastic shot. Harry, B- was fine. B was fine because we came second, got knocked out. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but you don't finish second without being half decent. You guys were brilliant throughout the whole year. But that getting knocked out in finals, yes, it hurts, but it doesn't take away from the fact you had a fantastic season. So 1 to win, Jose, Sandu to Jose.
And that'll be it. The Strikers win it. What a game it was. It actually ended up being...
I predicted it right as well. I predicted the Strikers to win by 6 wickets, and they did. So.
And what a prediction it was from Davos.
Yeah. What a win from the Strikers. That was a very comprehensive performance and well played to Jose and Matt Short as well. He was fantastic. And with the ball, Thornton was good and Short was very good. So hopefully the Heat win tomorrow for you and for Noah and Lachlan. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Stars fan, Harry, but I love the Heat, so they're my second team. So hopefully they beat the Gades tomorrow. But thanks, man. I appreciate you being here throughout the whole whole stream. It means a lot.
Yeah. Now usually I or Lachlan would send us off Davos, but if you'd like to do the honors tonight.
So just want to say a big thanks to everyone in the stream. It's been myself, Noah, and Lachlan today. Obviously Lachlan had a few issues going on, so that he needed to sort out. And friends and family come before the podcast. So that's a wrap for today. It's been Noah, Lachlan, and myself today, and Fraz as well. He was in the comments a lot, so that means a lot. But we'll definitely see you next stream, and thank you all for tuning in and watching. Just make sure to give this a view and a like, and go to our socials on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram as well. But that's us from the Final Siren podcast, and we'll see you next stream.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
That was good.